Banging a bit, 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 banging a bit. Testing, testing. 3 2 3, 3 2 3. Yo, yo, my boy. Most in. Oh, I'm finna have to go get some more smoke eventually, bro. I got enough smoke for like probably like one more day, gang. One more day. Dang, man. I gotta go into my emergency stash. Yeah. Actually, I don't gotta go into my emergency stash yet. I got a little bit more left. How much is this? This be and this be about okay, this about like 7 grams. About a little 7. Okay. Got a little 7. That should last me for this live stream. And I'm gonna have to give me some more Dodie tomorrow. Or the next day after that, depending on how much. No, this might be a little bit more than a 7. It's just because it's shake at the bottom. And it could be. Let's see what all it be. Man. Shit, having to get some more smoke, bro. I haven't had to go get no more smoke in a long time. It's crazy. I run out of smoke when all these bills is due, bro. They don't. I didn't run out of smoke, motherfucker. Yeah, all the bills was paid for. All the bills due. Now I run out of smoke. I had smoke for like a good 3 months. I had a decent amount. I ain't gonna back to you. I was literally what smoking out of pee. Okay, but that's gone now. I'm at the ends of my wits. I don't got no more. I still got more. It's like when I say I don't got no more, bro, it's like I'm down to like my last really zip. That's what it means. I don't got no more. Okay, so it's getting bad. It's getting bad when you on your last ounce. But I'm just blessed to be able to have an ounce, man. Cause some people got a little ounce to smoke. Yeah, and if shit get real bad, I got like a tray of like shake. I don't use that shit, but that's just some shit that I really had to. But I don't think it got comfortable using that. That's like last resort. See, this phone totally fucked up. Damn, and the way it's set up, am I gonna be able to get it without a stem? Hell no, we gonna have to cut this motherfucker with the stem. With the stem on game. Oh, damn, this shit might fuck it up. Hell no. Like, you see the way this font totally set up, bro. It's gonna be like 3 stems up in this motherfucker. Ain't cut it no other way. Yeah, it's a fat ass. It's like 3 fat ass stems up in this motherfucker. Okay, 3 fat ass stems. This shit looks so bogus. Look like a fucking octopus or something. It's all gone. That's what happened to it. Use it up. Oh, it's crazy, man. Oh yeah, I dropped my fucking papers outside, and I didn't know they was outside till the next day. My papers got water damage, literally, and it was a pack of 200. So it's like, man, these motherfuckers stuck. I still could use it, and it's only rainwater, so I'm like, I ain't finna go buy more. Man, a couple of them was fucked up though. I had to take off like the first layer. Like, you see this bitch ripping. Still gonna use it. Damn. You see? That's what I mean by that shit, bro. It got water damage. And now it's hard. It's getting stuck together. But it's all cool, bro. We gonna make it work. We gonna make it work. We gonna be all right. Hey, we gonna be all right. Nah, I don't know if this paper gonna be all right, bro. This paper is not looking all right. Actually, no, this paper right. We should be able to do it. Do it, do it, do it. Nah, this paper is fucked up. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If this shit not smoking, it's cause the paper. Because I'm a max prestige roller on game. Sir Pearl. Sir Pearl. What are you talking about? Sir Pearl. That's what I will be addressed as when rolling. Sir Pearl. Okay. Sir Pearl just made this bitch. It, oh shit. Sir Pearl, I don't know. Sir Pearl damn they still fixed it, bro. The paper was fucked up and the blunt was fucked up, bro. Sir Pearl made it happen. Now it's the moment of truth. I gotta see if this bitch smoking. Okay. Oh, I see a malfunction. Okay. Which side? I think it's still gonna be smokable, bro. It's a malfunction, but it still should be smokable. It ain't, I don't know. Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, you see, this the problem right here. Okay. Okay, that made it hit better. Okay, rip. This fucking rip, bro. Hold it. Hold on, let me see if I can try it there. Try that bitch down. But what the fuck these people got going on in that shit? We're gonna be alright. Yo. Man, talking about King Yella. Nah, gang. You ain't listening to that King Yella. I pop perkies, yeah. Hot 30s, yeah. Out of the league,
Them years over. Mama ain't your Birkin bag, bet you go up on the ass. I told you leave cause I wasn't ready, I couldn't get her out my head. The way you fuck me make me think that you the one I should be with. I feel no pain when I be high and I be fresher than a bitch. So I pop perkies, yeah. Talk about 30s,
I don't be knowing, bro. Toronto said Vancouver ain't like that compared to Toronto, bro. I don't know, bro. You gotta ask the Toronto people, man. But no, they be having like organized crime and shit out of Vancouver. Like on that mafia shit. But I can't be mad with a whole lot of bitches. I honestly don't like this strand that I was smoking on, but this is the last one that I got.
Mama ain't your Birkin bag, bet you go up on the ass. I told you leave cause I wasn't ready, I couldn't get her out my head. The way you fuck me make me think that you the one I should be with. I feel no pain when I be high and I be fresher than a bitch. So I pop perkies, yeah. Top out 30s, yeah. Pour that drink, yeah. With hydrocodone, yeah. I pop X's, yeah. Half a Xanax, yeah. Short sassy, yeah. That's that blazing, yeah. 3 lower times I gave her 2. I had 5 I was gon' take. Yeah, what I do to you? What the fuck is it gon' take? Percocets and off that drink. I might let her
be crashing down Toronto.
I can't think and I'm not knowing what my pain was. Shorty tweaking, she don't know what she trying. To keep it real, she don't know what she run. Society, what them people be dying. I'm in that north with my life on the line. I'm with my niggas, everybody got iron. Blaze G, know I need you fine. We not together and she not even trying. I made her slime. Mama ain't with your Birkin bag, bet you go up on the ass. I told you leave cause I wouldn't.
I'm gonna be on live for a minute this time.
You fuck me, make me think that you the one I should be with. I feel no pain when I be high and I be fresher than a bitch. So I pop perkies, yeah. Top on 30s, yeah. Pour that drink, yeah. With hydrocodone.
But like 3 hours in the live stream, I'm gonna do like 3 hours on YouTube. Then I'm gonna do the other 3 hours on like Twitch. On gang, switch over to Twitch. Top 5, man. You know top 5. Top 5. He the most gangster. I heard he the most gangster person in Toronto on gang in Canada. I heard that top 5 really top 5 savage on gang. You know how that be. Yo, what's the word with it? When your life get bad, you listen to this song right here. Your life gonna get better.
Past is futuristic, they'll never get it. I wish for this, not knowing what it'll be worth by the time I get it. Thought drugs will make me love you harder, but you still ain't feel it. This ain't about friends, this ain't about critics, this about how I'm living. Talk to me. No matter which way it go. Time flow as we come, as we leave, we come back with another one, they'll never know. But they see, got them blind on my knees, in the skies, I can't take it. They say it's gonna get better. But it ain't seeming like it, They say my problems gonna get better. But it ain't seeming like it, Young and nigga drop top, swerving
lane with a 30 gang.
What a A-ball letter, H, you tryna search something. Nigga flag him down, tryna tell him that he heard something. He ain't take that too well about it.
You gotta murk something.
He pulled out with the block, lit the band and cop this Glock. He wanna lead the city, he just need enough of guap. Yeah. This should've never end. Help you understand, I'd rather not. I blow they brain with the aroma coming out this pack. Career dirty, took a bath, came out dancing. Shorty bet I can't be with her. Right now I can't chance it. 4K Trey, I run with killers. This shit real, 4K Trey. You can't say that shit fake of everybody. Don't matter which way it go. Time flow as we come, as we leave, we come back with another one. They'll never know. But they see I'm blind, my knees in the skies, I can't take it. They say it's gonna get better, but it ain't seeming like it. It ain't seeming like it. They say my problems gonna get better, but it ain't seeming like it. It ain't seeming like it.
Yo, what's the word?
Pharmaceuticals, I got them pounds. We got action on it. You can actually have shit. I'ma break it all. I'll go expand.
All from Toronto. You got someone from Vancouver up in here. Two. A Vancouver Savage to be exact. Damn, you don't know about them. Vancouver Savages. They be posted up.
As time flow, I can't code through the scope. I'ma aim, take the brains off a fuck nigga. Calm down, they thinking I'm lame, but my next bigger. Been running out through my veins, blood of a thug nigga. Yeah, no matter which way it go. Time flow as we come, as we leave, we come back with another one. They'll never know. But they see, got them blind on my knees in the skies, I can't take it. They say it's gonna get better, but it ain't seeming like it. It ain't seeming like it. They say my problems gonna get better, but it ain't seeming like it. It ain't seeming like it. Yeah.
Hey, you know how they get. You know how they be getting out there. Come on, I'm getting low. That's all I'm turn on shows. You know that I've been having shit. You know that I've been having shit. Yo, what was that song that was just playing? What the fuck did I even have for it? It was that NBA Youngboy song, Seeming Like It, wasn't it? NBA Youngboy Seeming Like It. That shit be heard, bro. So you know me, I've been getting dope. Remember I was poor. That had to be at least like 7 years ago. At 14, we was out there on that savage shit. In the hood, we beat niggas, snatching, grabbing shit. Yeah, shit. 15 rats in my main, you can see it poking. You know my homie. I just got it on me. Niggas know that I've been having shit. Know that I've been having shit. Blew 100K on a habit, bitch. Wait for me to try some shit. Much of this, I've been here, huh? Man, I was suspended for a week. So I just been like, man, I was focusing on TikTok and stuff. 2015 is like 150 shows. I was sipping no drink, blowing no stank, fucked off 50K. And when I went broke, it's all my last, I ain't know what to say. Ain't do no crying, got off my ass, ran up 100K. I had that money running left around like on the leg. Them packs was ran from out of town, put them in my other name. By the time my 18th birthday, I was up 100K. Rose bed up at my mama's house, wasn't there no fucking day. My 24, yeah, my base was 38. Niggas know that I've been having shit. Know that I've been having shit. Blew 100K on a habit shit. Wait, this is trust shit. Oh, it's hot, right? Come on, out here. I was doing and I'm in this house. I'm in tune. I just build. Man, what the fuck Memo ass talking about?
Yo, we back.
MBG. bro, everybody from Chicago just trying to do content now, bro. Folks doing an interview. How many followers do folks even got? He got a memo. I probably could get a memo interview if I try hard enough on Gage. Let's start that. You talk about what, Lil Durk? That song didn't get released yet. And they talking about Lil Durk did something. Because I don't think they released that shit yet. Man, up at my mama house wasn't on no fucking bank. Lil Durk don't mess with. Nah, redo it. Why is Memo no longer OTF? Y'all remember Memo was a part of OTF at one point a long time ago. And honestly, I feel like Memo was one of OTF best rappers. Of course, we ain't gonna count Lil Durk because Lil Durk is like the founder of all that. But the people out of all the people that they signed, Memo was one of the best. Of course, he signed people like Chucky and all them. But honestly, I think Memo might be a little bit better than Chucky too. Now, lots of people might be like, "Oh, you tripping." Go listen to Memo music before you say Memo is not one of the best OTF rappers. Was one of the best OTF rappers, but he finna explain why Lil Durk dissed him inside his new song.
Back today on Bro, we back on One Take. You already know we got Memo 600. Bro, you been all over the internet since the 20v2. What's up, bro?
I don't know, that shit just come to me, gang. It ain't no purpose shit.
Bro, you overlit right now, bro. Nothing but success to you, bro. Definitely
Appreciate
proud
it,
of you, bro. You glowing.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
This real life the most hoodest interview I seen, bro. Folks, Whoops is just J-Bay just promote his stuff everywhere, bro. Every time I see an interview, it's some Whoops in the background, bro. And I don't think nobody is even buying Whoops. I think Whoops is just something that he just have just to like as a marketing tool to promote himself. Because who really finna buy some Whoops? I heard they like $100 a box. Ain't nobody finna pay $100 a box for some generic Fruit Loops. Let's start there. But he is marketing them good.
So we gonna get straight to it, bro. I got some more questions, bro. We just gonna break these bitches right down. You feel me?
I'm ready.
Last interview went crazy, you know what I'm saying? So this one I know it's gonna do way better. So we gonna get straight to it, bro. I know you seen Tay Savage and Blazing Dog sit down. What's your thoughts on that?
I feel like that was big. For sure. Shout out both of them for that maturity. I respect them, folks.
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
Yeah, coming from the rack though, you know, just perception and then how everything be hearing, you know, shit like that, people don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, I feel like that was big on her part too.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think that was gonna ever happen, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. They said they was trying to accuse Tay Savage of unaliving her mama. I ain't gonna back to you, bro. I don't think I'd be that big of a person to be able to do it. You feel me? But in their situation, you feel me? Tay Savage said he ain't do it. You feel me? It's all back. They lied on him. So he probably just told her like, yeah, man, that stuff is not true. All that stuff is back. They trying to make me look like an evil villain. And it's not even one of those, you feel me? It's a reason why I beat the case. If he beat the case, he beat the case.
Because she got to worry about what her people think about her, all type of shit. I know she gonna get into it with a lot of motherfuckers. She don't get no fuck, but
Facts.
I respect her for it, bro.
Yeah, no, facts. That was my first time meeting her at my birthday party. You came, we went viral. Anything we started doing started going viral after that point, you feel me? So
I think that was my first time meeting her.
Gang, I didn't see what y'all had going on. You said everything y'all do went viral, gang. I didn't see any of this viral activity going on. But this clip did pop up on my feed. So if you saying this the type of viral, I will say this the first video I seen of you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't heard about no NGB or what they call it. Lil Ron was that, you feel me? I believe that was Lil Ron. And y'all know I be listening to Lil Ron, but unfortunately he passed away. And you know, he was the rapper out that group. all the other people, man, you know, once they rapper pass away, man, they got to go to doing interviews or something.
That's it. For real?
I'm still.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Hell yeah. So that's what's up. Shout out to Tay Savage. You did the 20v2 with Tay Savage.
No, bro.
How was that?
That shit was lit. That was something ain't nobody expect neither on stage. I ain't even expect it. I saw folks.
Yeah, I didn't even know
we
he
had a
was
little
coming.
shit going, like fake little shit on the internet, but it wasn't too big. I fuck with folks. I love what he got going on. You know, real nigga shit.
Then
he
niggas
put me in the mind of V-Roy. So, like,
I never met Von, but that's how he was moving.
So.
Yeah, that's
He real militant how Tay Savage moved.
Folks got on my ass.
You know, he surprised me. I didn't know he was coming.
He bitch take that gun off safety.
Hey, yeah, nah. 20v2 was cracking.
I ain't gonna cut. They say Tay Savage a real genuine dude. You feel me? I never met Tay Savage, but my cousin, that's like Tay Savage right here, man. He always around.
Though, you know that nigga.
That bitch was like a big ass reunion.
The whole time, yeah, bro. You know, everybody from Chicago called me about that.
Yeah, that
like,
was lit.
Like, bro had told me, like, niggas you ain't heard from in years. Like, they follow y'all probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas I ain't talked to. Bro, niggas from 20 years ago, bro, hitting me up, bro. Like,
too. They hit me.
What they say?
It was decent with me and J Man, but when Tay came in that bitch, that made it even litter.
That made it like,
because they didn't expect that.
With Reggie too.
Reggie on my
But see, it all went. That was love.
On my kids, bro. If Reggie baby didn't get locked up, y'all, he would have been up there with corporate. He would have been up there with corporate on gang. If y'all know who corporate is now. If you don't know who corporate is, do your research on corporate. He one of my favorite Chicago content creators. You feel me? I don't think it's a content creator in Chicago better than corporate, in my opinion. You feel me? I'm a reaction creator in Chicago. He actually make content. You feel me?
When Reggie got out, we have linked and shit, did the skits and shit. Yeah. So it kind of like paved the way for all that to where like everybody already kicked it a bunch of times before shit went. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, bro, how do you feel about that? Like the kids see that, bro, and that shit means something to them in Chicago.
My kids was calling. Everybody, so I know other kids watching.
My kids was calling too.
Bro.
Yeah, my kids was calling for sure. Bro. Like, and they, 10, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, I can't tell you my age. I definitely know my own motherfucker age.
For real? Yeah, that's crazy as hell. So,
I don't be knowing ages either. Like, let's be real. I don't know if it's just me, bro. I don't know my mama age. I don't know my dad age. I don't know my grandma age. I just know they birthday. That's all I know. I just know they birthday. I ain't go back to you because it's like, I ain't gonna lie to you. The only reason I know my homies' ages is because we went to school with each other. So they the same age as me. You feel me? So that's how I know they age.
All right, bro. We gonna get to the hot and spicy.
For my cousins.
You've been viral since the 20v2, bro. You've been viral before that, but you've been every week I see you online. Every week. So now I just think the most viral shit, bro. Why did Lil Durk diss you in that snippet?
I don't know. That's just some old shit we had going on. Like, you know.
Why you think they dropped it right now, though?
I don't know. It could be the engineer, the leaking of tracks and all that shit because they know folks book type shit. You know how that shit go.
I think it's because you on fire right now, bro. I think it's because you on fire right now.
I mean, bro, I haven't seen Memo since this interview. This is the first time I seen Memo in a long time, bro. That's why I'm trying to figure out what is viral stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. Who I've been seeing a lot though, Tay 600. Folks been popping up on my For You page saying the most wildest stuff ever.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
Like, it could be good on both ends. Him, me, like, you know.
Yeah. At the end of the day, y'all all family.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't take it too hard, but I just looked at it like,
you know,
said something, but you know,
facts.
I ain't really.
You don't hold your tongue. That's why I fuck with you, bro. You don't. Anytime, like, you won't hold his tongue, bro. You feel me? Bro. Same way how you act on camera is how you act off camera, too.
You know what I'm saying?
No, facts.
But I'll be trying to know. I'm full.
So, I got another question, bro. How do you feel about, like, when you're doing an interview with somebody and they just ask you a weird question?
I'm I'm what you call media trained, so ain't no questions weird to me. I know how to maneuver through every question. Police shit, all type of shit. So.
How did you get media trained?
I trained myself.
You think he media trained, bro? Alright. Bro, I'll make you crash out on media, bro. I can make you I ask her, you gonna be like, bro, what? I'm like, nah, I'm just playing. You gonna crash out, bro. I ain't gonna I feel I can make a media trained person crash out, bro. Just by trolling them, bro. I ain't gonna back to you. I'm good at trolling people, bro.
He said, I trained myself.
I'm used to the police talking to me and
facts.
Since a kid, man, I'd have been interrogated, all type of shit. So you can't trick me in this shit.
Yeah, facts. So, bro, it's media trained, bro. So, how did you and Woody meet? Like, I seen you do his 20 verses. Yeah. How did y'all even meet?
Shit, he had the 20v1 going on. I wanted to hop in that shit. I hit him up. He told me slide. He put me on the shit, bro.
Yeah, so that's what's up, though. I fuck with Woody. I ain't gonna lie.
Cool. A lot of niggas be talking crazy, but they ain't gonna play with him in his face.
Oh, no.
I know that 100%. I don't give a fuck about none of the allegations, none of the what you seen, heard. They ain't gonna play with that, man.
Nah, bro.
Man, you know what I'm finna say? You know what I'm finna say, man? I don't want to watch this interview no more. And that's the good part about having freedom to do what you want, bro. If y'all want to watch this Memo 600 video, y'all go ahead and watch it on game. You feel me? Just type in Memo 600 interview, and then it's going to pop up, and y'all going to see it, and then y'all can watch it. You feel me? Or you go to my second page. Actually, don't go to my second page, bro. Go to my Twitch. Go to my Twitch because I'm going to be streaming on there. You feel me? But if you watch this all the way through, I know you're messing with another video. So go ahead and go watch another video. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any content like this. And we're going to say it. Psych, go! Let's go! But yeah, I couldn't watch that. Why I couldn't watch that, bro? Because we was 5 minutes in, and I saw that it was 17 minutes left. I'm like, man, 5 minutes in, and we got 17 minutes left. Oh, no, not one of those. Not today. Negative. On game. I got the little clickbait that I needed out of that video. If y'all ain't know, I clicked that video just so I could be like, Memo speak on Lil Durk dissing him. That's the only reason I reacted to that, if I'm being honest with you. Once I got that little clip, I didn't need it no more. I didn't need it no more. Okay, that's how the game go. And if that shit don't get views, it don't matter because I only watched 5 minutes of it. So a win is a win. A win is a win. That's all I'm going to say. I got to roll nuts. Thank you. Gift for y'all in this dialogue. Oh, it's shit. Man, I gotta go read, bro, but I don't want to spend no money. I need to get rich. Because I need to smoke. And I don't like. I'm going to smoke. I'm going to give me some more smoke. But it's like, I don't want to spend no more money. You see, I was thinking about being the OnlyFans manager and manage people OnlyFans because I ain't gonna lie. I got lots of females that do OnlyFans that be texting me. They be texting me. I don't know why they be texting me, bro. I tell them I'm not inside none of those videos. I ain't being inside those videos. But I need to manage them. That's what I need to do because these ain't no big stars up on there. These is just random females that's not known on there. So I can use that to my advantage. But like I can boss you up on game. How we gonna do it is we're gonna be doing skits with the females, right? Woo wop the bam. And then we're gonna tell them, oh yeah, you wanna see the female in a different type of skit? Check out the bio. I'm not gonna be inside that skit though. But I'm thinking on what I'm gonna do. I'm not having no dudes be doing that. I'm gonna have to get multiple females, bro. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do, you see, I might do it. Not me do it, but start a management. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm thinking about, bro. Like, might have to start, you feel me, man? Cause it's like it's a big game right now, bro. You said, what up, little boy? Oh, you talking bold, huh? Drilly Reacts is talking bold today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You tweaking. You tweaking, little boy. Tweaking. I'm still on the fact you just said little boy, gang. You think you just finna come in here and little boy me? Then you think it what at all? I've been suspended though. Been suspended. That's why I need everybody to be on my Twitch. Oh man. Ooh. Had one interview ruined this nigga. Man, I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. I be watching football content, bro, but I don't be knowing about football for real. Like I watch
Slim.
football, but I ain't no football expert. None of that, bro. But I be loving to watch football content, bro. But of course, I don't react to that stuff because it's like, bro, I don't be knowing about that stuff for real, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not deep in with it, bro. I don't even like sports for real. The only sports that I really like, well, I used to like football, but my knees, yeah. I don't really watch football. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm one of those people. I only watch football at the start. I watch the Bears. Hope they do good. Once the Bears start doing ass, I stop watching football. And then I start watching football during the playoffs. And that's how it go. Hopefully the Bears do better and I watch a full season. But the Bears never do better. So I don't I'll be like, man, I want to see my team make it in life. My team ain't never making it in life, bro. On game. At this point, bro, this is crazy. But Caleb Williams might be the new hope. They upgraded the offensive line. They made changes. Today is this year is the Bears' year for success. The Chicago Bears is going to the playoffs. We're gonna be in the playoffs this year, and y'all gonna be mad. People gonna be mad because they're gonna be like the Bears in the playoffs. That's that's what the world's scared of. The world's scared of the Bears going to the Super Bowl. They don't want that. They don't want that because like Chicago gonna be a different breed if the Bears go to the Super Bowl now currently. Like the last time, bro, they haven't went to the Super Bowl. I remember when they went to the playoffs, man. Everybody was so happy. Motherfuckers missed that field goal and shit. I'm damn. What cat, bro? They don't want Chicago. They don't want the Bears, bro. That's gonna be the most turned city ever. Bro, ain't no city gonna be more turned than Chicago, bro. If we make it to the Super Bowl, bro, I ain't gonna cap to you. America might have to shut down if the Bears go to the Super Bowl, bro. That's how deep it's gonna be. The, all right, bro. All right, bro. And then it's like, gang, you lucky, you lucky. They ain't gonna never host no Super Bowl in Chicago, because they know that they know not to host a Super Bowl in Chicago. If it did, bro, we'll still turn out the city just for a Super Bowl. But if we make it to the Super Bowl, bro, oh, bro, first of all, the Bears actually gonna be good, bro. I've been playing my Madden, doing a little simulation thing, right? Doing my little my career thing, superstar mode. I went against the Bears in the playoffs multiple times in my game. I never went against the Bears in the playoffs doing my little CPU stuff. That's how I know something is great is happening right now. Something great is happening, gang. When you playing your little career and the Bears in the playoffs. When the Bears ever be in the playoffs during your little career mode? Never. That's how you know it's gonna be changes on game. I already knew it. I told them. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, you know how many people, bro, the Bears fans, we've been waiting for this moment for years, bro. Lots of people gonna die without even seeing they see the Bears go to the Super Bowl, bro. On game. So it's like we gotta turn up for all them. Dang. Bro, I just lost like 100 papers, bro, because this stuff got water. No, I'm just playing. I wasn't gonna punch nothing, bro. I just wanted to act like I was gonna punch something. This shit really stuck together though. That shit was crazy. I was like, damn, how the fuck this shit stuck together like that? Yeah, bro. Let me see how many single moms text me today. Oh my gosh, my single moms ain't text me. Now my single moms text back. Oh my gosh. Just remember, it's a woman for every task on game. You see, well, one woman won't do, another woman will do. One woman won't do your hair, but another woman will do your hair. One woman ain't gonna cook for you, another woman will cook for you, bro. Just remember that, gang, bro. But don't say that on the internet because they gonna say you sassy. Don't clip this saying I'm saying this stuff, bro, because then they gonna say you sassy for saying it. But in my mind, I know what one female ain't gonna do, another female will do, bro. And on game, when a female say, what the fuck they be saying? They be like, oh yeah. They be like, oh yeah, what one man won't do, another man will do. I be like, you goddamn right. You goddamn right. You could go out there and get what you want from that dude, and you can still give me what I want too. You see, this the problem with y'all. Y'all gotta understand, bro. Sometimes you gotta let them get it from another man. And you can still get what you, bro. There's so many females, bro. I realized, bro, that you can't stop them. You can't stop these females. You can't stop them, bro. So what you could do, bro, what you could do is just let them do it. And then they're going to give you what you want if you let them do it. It's crazy, bro. But the females be out here, bro. I literally had a female go on a date with a dude. And she brought me back food. And dude paid for it. And I beat her doonies down. Now, a man could get mad that, oh, one of his females out there going on dates. Or you could be like, man, bring me some food back. Bring me some food back. Y'all gotta understand, bro. You can't. They gonna do what they gonna do regardless, bro. Get that money on. Get that free food on game. I'm just telling you how it is, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna cap to you. If a man willing to spend some money on your female, let him. Let him. It's hard times out here. He got money to spend on game, but if she not giving you none of that money, I ain't with that. I ain't with it. And you can't be my girl. You see, I ain't letting my girlfriend do that. I'm talking about like what I call the females. They my friends. They my friends, but it's kind of like benefits. Lots of them try to get me inside a relationship, but I ain't fall for the trap on game. They tried to trap me, but instead I trapped them. How did I trap them? By friend zoning them on game. That's how you gotta do it, bro. Hey, hey. Why you gotta do that, gang? Cause you get inside a relationship, bro, you lose your freedom. You lose your freedom. I lost my freedom once too, fellas. I lost my freedom too once. And I got it all back on gang. She tried to stop me. That's what I'm saying, bro. Don't be inside no relationship, bro. They're gonna try to get you to be inside a relationship, bro. They're gonna try to take away your freedom, gang. Don't do that. They trying to take away your peace. On gang. They trying to stop you from having multiple females. I see it. And they don't want me to be great. On gang, they trying to lock you down. Don't get locked down. They're gonna be like, bro, well, if she the one that I want, if she the one that you want, she gonna let you get another one that you want. Don't listen to me on that one. You might get in trouble if you tell her that. But I just told you that. You feel me? Now, if you want to take that advice, bro, you could try it out. Let me know if it worked for you on game. Let me know if that method worked. If you tell her that, because I ain't try that method. So let me know. Because some of these methods I ain't even try yet. So tell the one that you want. If you the one that I want, you should let me get another one that I want. And then let me know how that go for you on game. So, and then I'm going to try it out. If it worked for y'all on game. See how it go. Let's see the last time I can't even blow that blunt. And down my shit. Bro, I gotta get some more smoke, bro. This shit is blowing me, bro. I haven't had to watch how much I smoke in a minute. Like I'm literally trying to conserve what I smoke, bro. Not trying to put too much in this doty. Like, bro, that's why I gotta go get me some more, bro. I feel like I don't know. Nah, bro. I'm just telling them, bro. If she the one, bro, if she the one for you, she gonna let you get another one for you. Don't let them think you wrong for saying you want another one of her. You ain't wrong for wanting another one of her. That means you just like her so much you want another one. But if she try to say she want another you, another dude, no. That's not how the world works. I'm sorry, that's not how the world works. If she tell you that, if you ask the girl of your dreams, can I get another girl? And she say, can I get another dude? She not the girl of your dreams no more. She not the girl of your dreams. And if you allow her to be the girl of your dreams, you crazy, bro. You crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna pack my bag soon as that question, soon as I hear, oh, would you let, nope, I'm packing the bags. Packing the bags up. On gang, I believe it ASAP. Taking the first bus away. On game. And for real. Nah, that'd be the best decision, bro. That's how you gonna find. That's how you know if she really love you. That's how you know if she really love you. Cause if she don't, if she love you, she gonna let you. She gonna let you. You feel me? Get you another one. And another one. Okay, okay. You feel me? Like that's just crazy. That's just crazy. That's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't did none of that stuff yet, so I'm just telling y'all my dreams and aspirations right now, bro. Of course, I didn't never be able to get multiple women, and I tried it, and she said it's not one of those. I'll be like, okay. Bitch, when I get motion, you is not getting a Birkin bag. Okay. Okay. She told me it ain't one of those. Okay. I asked another one, right? The bitch gonna tell me I want one with two dudes. Oh my god, that's not a threesome. No, that's a trade. That's a trade. Why would you tell me this? I don't even know what I had to. I couldn't even respond back. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm bombarded. I don't even know what to say at this point, bro. What would y'all say if y'all asked a girl, be like, oh yeah, yeah, I want a little threesome. She'd be like, yeah, I want one with two dudes. Uh, and it's like, look. And you can't talk about the females for being like that because that's how you ain't gonna get no play. You gotta just be like, oh yeah, okay, do you? You gotta keep it play. You can't be like, oh, you a bop, you this, you that. You can't do none of that, bro. You just gotta gang switch the topic. Switch the topic. Cause that's how the game go, bro. If you wanna keep females, bro, if you want the females to like you, bro, you just gotta just pay back. Cause if they ain't your female, bro, that's how you really keep the bops, bro. If you want to keep the bops, you gotta let the bops feel comfortable. If the bops don't feel comfortable, bro, they not gonna want to be with you. So it's like when they say stuff like that, you gotta be like, you let them, you just gotta be like, you feel me? You just know you ain't with that, and like in your head, you like, bro, Shorty is a bop, but you gonna be like, oh yeah, you feel me? Yeah, only thing you can say is like, I want to do it with two women. I want to do it with two women. That's all you can really respond to that because it's like you get to telling her all this stuff. Now you built the mission. You was not gonna get no play. You over here telling her, oh yeah, you wrong for wanting two dudes. Now you just messed up every opportunity to get play at this point because now she gonna think you just don't do it, bro. Just leave it alone, bro. I'm still shocked. We don't judge. That's what I'm saying, bro. That was crazy when she told me, bro. Dang, what? The other female just told me it wasn't one of those, but when she said that, and it's not been the first one, bro. Another female told me this too, but she said she had it happen to her before, and she just didn't like it. Um, I didn't want to know that. Like you should like they be like, oh, it's old though. That was a minute ago. I don't want to know. Like it'd be crazy, bro. These females be getting wild, bro. And it's like, bro, they be telling me this stuff, gang. They be telling me this stuff because you see, they think I just don't care. That's why they can't see my live streams. They can't see my live streams. I'm like a double agent over here, bro. I'm a double agent. They think I'm with all that women empowerment. You go, girl. I ain't with none of that, shorty. On game. But I ain't making no videos on here doing no podcasts like Andrew Tate. None of that, bro. I'm a double agent, okay? That's how you get to play, bro. That's how you get to play, bro. I ain't gonna capture you. People like them, bro, that be trying to do all that, and they ain't getting no play for real, gang. Cause the bops not even trying to be boppy with you on game. They gonna be like, man, you don't want to do nothing with them type of females. Yes, I do. Two trains in the wagon, man. They be going crazy. These females say, oh yeah. They don't say that's a train. They say it's the same thing. Um, you can't even say, man. That's why I'll be like, man, yeah, man, I just let it be. As long as long as I could get use off the female, bro, I ain't gonna back to you. I'm not even gonna trip like that, bro. You could do it. You could do it, yeah. You could do it. Just don't bring that type of activity around me. Okay. Yeah, they be cool, bro. I be chilling, bro. I be chilling with the eaters on gang. I be cooling with the eaters, bro. And really, the ones that's not the bops, they the ones that be the most annoying, bro. I swear to God, bro. The loyal ones, bro, they're the most annoying females, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and back to you like they like I ain't gonna back to you, bro. But no one don't want to cuff no eater, but the eater's way more fun. Way more fun. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And it is like I feel like eaters sometimes they like I feel females that be like not an eater, they got this cocky persona to them. Like they really like be kind of like I don't know what be going through their head, bro, but it's like the eaters just they know how to be more. I don't know, bro. Cause I don't argue, I don't get into argument with the eaters unless they just be drunk, tweaking, drunk off that damn beer. But if they ain't drunk off that damn beer, I be cool with the eaters. Cause but I mean one time, bro. It's really, bro. It depends on what type of eaters. Cause I don't like them city eaters. Them city eaters, bro. Man, they get up in my face. Um, no, I don't trust you. And you don't even look that good. And I don't trust you. What the fuck? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Them city eaters, that'd be crazy, bro. And I ain't gonna back. I'm at some cool city eaters. I'm not even finna sit here and lie to you. I'm at some city eaters that hang with killers, but like to watch anime on game. Like cool ass eaters. But I don't trust that shit. On game, they all look grimy, bro. Man, they be looking. But I ain't gonna back to you. We got some pretty females too. It's just like the pretty, and the thing is, the pretty females they be bopped out too, bro. It's just they just not being bops for everybody, bro. On gang, like the pretty eaters in Chicago, bro. It's like you gotta be a scammer, a gang member. That's what the pretty eaters be wanting. If you if you not riding around in a Hellcat with a switchy, the pretty eaters don't want you out here for real. Unless you got a little like if you got some like you feel me, it's cool. Hey, Dina. But for the most part, that's what the pretty eaters be wanting, bro. I ain't go with the rappers, them local unknown rappers that's gang banging with switches. That's what the pretty eaters be wanting in Chicago. I ain't go back to you. The motherfuckers that's yo. What about Mandan? You know, what's the Mandan? Nah, but that shit, the eaters, bro. Yeah, I was thinking about it, bro, because that was an eater that told me this stuff today. Man, what off the back? I get a little bit worried when you be talking about trying to smash. Like, shorty, you too easy, gang. When you be too easy, I get a little bit too scared. Like, shorty, no. Like, why is you this easy right now? But then you know what blew me? You know what the eater gonna ask me, bro? The eater gonna ask me, do I eat? I swear to God on everything I love. She said, do I eat with a question mark? I didn't know what to say. I looked at that message real fast. At first I was finna act like I don't know what she talking about. I'm like, nah. I'm gonna be like, I said, nah. If it's what I think you talking about, nah. She, oh, I got she said, woo woo, she with all that. She said she got her booty ate. Um, oh, I told her I'm not on that level on game. She gonna tell me it's okay because I'm on that level. No! Why would you tell me this? I'm not with that level. I would never reach that level. I can't. I ain't go back to you. Yo, yo, what's up, my boy Gambino? Yeah, yeah. Twitch is way more and Twitch really meant for that live streaming stuff. YouTube really more so like, you know, you know how YouTube is. But yeah, man, the eater asked me, did I eat? And it's like, mind you, this the same female that said she wanted a threesome with two dudes. Why would I eat you? And whoever eating you is crazy. I ain't go back to you. What you smoking, bro? I'm smoking some it's called Dumb B. The strand is literally called Dumb B. I be rolling Fato leaf. These bitches Fato leaf. And then I use a natural raw paper. Okay. Oh, so you no. Who came? Who is this that said this type of diabolical actions? Gambino. Why would you ask that diabolical question? No. No. Do you know those people? I think they still get those things. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I honestly, bro, if I was a female, I don't think I could like dudes. If I was born a female, if I was born a female, I think I would be one of those like manly females. I ain't gonna bap to you. One of those females that be acting like a dude, and you be like, bro, you is not a dude. That would have been me if I was a female, because I just don't understand. Like, I look at my own meat, and I be like, why do females like this? Like, what? Ugh. It's like you just want some a sausage. I don't like sausages. I don't like hot dogs. I don't like none of that. So it's like when you just look at that, you be like, bro, why would you want this? But females is differently. Me, I look at that, I'm like, oh nah, bro. I understand why females don't like dudes. I can understand why females don't like dudes. But do I understand how dudes don't like females? I don't think I can understand that, bro. Cause why? Why would you like a sausage? Think about it. I mean, think about it. I mean, real life. Think about it. Then you're gonna be like, oh man, yes, right. It ain't gonna bap to you, bro. It's crazy that really be going on, bro. That stuff, bro. And some people really be with that, bro. Cause we was watching that one video, Brody, that unalive Mo 3. folks was dating one of those. He was dating. He was dating a trans woman on game. We can't, we ain't calling them out their name. We ain't gonna do none of that stuff, bro, because we don't do that over here, bro. We promote positivity around here and peace on game. Just keep it away from me. But we promote positivity and peace. You feel me? So yeah, y'all seen what folks had going on, bro. If y'all seen that video, bro. Brody that unalive mode 3, he 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 was with that on game. It's like going to Bangkok. I don't even know what the Bangkok is. I had this thing sitting up on my thing for. Oh no, I'm finishing. Watch what you say in these interviews. You see, lots of rappers just think they can say whatever they want at these interviews, and there ain't gonna be no consequences for your actions. You see, you probably thinking I'm talking about a rapper that told on themselves and now they in jail. No, no, no. This rapper told the truth, but he told the truth that he's not really living that street life. Yeah, he told the truth, and you know the world would criticize you more for saying you not like that than just saying, oh yeah, I'm like that. They don't want you to snitch on yourself to say, oh yeah, I'm not like that. That's crazy, bro. And he's a prime example right there. And also I feel like a big part is, you know, his ethnicity, you know, they find every little reason to try to say a Caucasian is not like that when it comes to the street life, you feel me? So that played a big part too on why they was trying to find the reason. And they was really hoping for him to say that he wasn't for the streets so they could be like, oh yeah, he ain't like that, you feel me? But it's crazy now that it's so many rappers doing the same thing that Slim Jesus is doing and people just okay with it. But back in the day, he got canceled for doing it, man. So it's like he literally crawled so lots of these rappers could run on game.
Slim Jesus is one of the weirdest artists in the game right now, and I say this because he blew up off a lie and destroyed everything that he built up off one interview. All that cat from his songs caught up to him. But many years ago, during the whole World Star era, we would have this white dude coming to the game making drill music, Slim Jesus.
What y'all know about that Frank block, that drill time? I ain't gonna back to you, man. Y'all can't sit here and act like this. Do y'all know who Slim Jesus is? Do y'all know who Slim Jesus is? Because I remember when he came out, and I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was messing with Slim Jesus music. I'm like, hey, he low-key spitting. He looked like he not supposed to be here, but he spitting. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm talking about he talking crazy. He came in right when Chief Keef was on his run, right when Chief Keef was the face of drill. And I'm assuming he took inspiration or something because he was real deep in with that drill music. So back when Slim Jesus' career really started to pick up, he would start doing interviews. And I mean, that's what a rapper supposed to do, really show the world who you are. But these interviews would be the one thing that would really throw his career in the dumpster. So just keep that in the back of your mind. But an interview that didn't hurt him was one of the first ones he did with Complex back when he was blowing up. At this time, 2015, he had this song called Drill Time blowing up, and it was getting a lot of attention because, like I said, he this white dude rapping about how he in the streets, how he be drilling. Complex.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. As a Caucasian rapper, a white rapper, I feel like it's easier for you to get exposure, but it's harder for you to maintain the career. You feel me? Like being a person like me, I feel like it's a little bit harder because I look like every other rapper. But if you see someone like Slim Jesus or what's his name? Mabu or Mubu, well, whatever his name is, you see him talking about that gangster stuff. You're like, hold up, let me see what Birdie got going on. You probably criticizing him the whole time while listening to the song, but you gonna stop and see what is he talking about. But if you see someone like me, you're like, man, he look like every other person, bro. Like, come on now.
Wrote this. In a phone interview with Complex, Slim Jesus spoke to us about the early stages of his rap career and revealed that Drill Time is the first song he had take off. It got like 4,000 in a day, and that's crazy to me. And now it already has hundreds and hundreds of thousands.
Slim has only been seriously rapping for the last couple months, been making music for a few years now. As far as his name, he said his friends started calling him Swag Jesus over time and it transformed into Slim Jesus. He said, yeah, we flipped it and we made it Slim for obvious reasons. I'm skinny as hell, but yeah, I just kind of stuck with it. It made people mad for shock value. The name worked. So he comes out, he getting all of this attention and people were skeptical. And I mean, it makes sense. Remember what I said at the start, his whole gimmick was drill rap. He would get on here speaking about how he in the streets, how he toting weapons. And it was real similar to Lil Mabu.
It's crazy, chat. I just did something about folks, you feel me? I just did. I'm not even supposed to be but I did a little video for him and stuff.
Situation, if you watch that video of mine, people were so skeptical that XXL wrote this in an article from 2015. As the popularity of this video has grown, so has the criticism. The Drill Time video in particular shows Slim and his crew, who all look like 15-year-olds carrying heavy artillery and boasting about it. However, in the beginning of the visual, it's a disclaimer that says all the illegal substances and guns in the music video was just props. And so people were speculating on if he was.
I mean, come on now. You gotta be real on that one, bro. Every rapper be like, oh yeah, it's props. Like, yeah. So it's like, when I see that, I honestly just say they just saying that just so if they do get in trouble and someone say something, they could just be like, it's props. But when I see someone say, oh, it's props, I don't really believe it's props. And, unless it's like a mainstream like movie, then yeah. But come on now. I don't think honestly, bro, I mean, they probably might use props in the UK, but honestly, I don't even think they be using props in the UK. They'd rather just use them blades and stuff before they use a prop.
Was really from the streets or not, and a lot of people would start to come at him. Now, some of these rappers probably was just clout chasing, but they was dropping diss tracks on the man. A rapper
AOKD. This guy right here, bro. I know everybody know AOKD. AOKD is literally known for getting meek. That's what he's known for. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, AOKD, bro, man, like, it's crazy when your whole career is literally known for just getting robbed and stuff. Like, that's his whole career, a clout chaser. I don't think no one ever listened to AOKD. AOKD just, you know, made a little diss track to get people to listen to him, and then, you know, people forget about him once again until someone catch him and, you know, they make a video about him. He run away or just get beat up, and then that be that.
Named Lil Mister dropped a diss track on Slim Jesus, snapping on him. He was basically like, look, bro, you's a fraud. You out here stealing sauce from Chief Keef and all of these other drill rappers from Chicago, and you not really living like that. That was basically his whole diss track. He was basically telling the future, and that's gonna make sense in a little bit. And so even though half the internet was still on his ass cooking him, we still had people supporting him. Diddy, for example, out of all people, he came out saying he had $1 million waiting for Slim.
That, I mean, back in the day, that hell, we can't sit here and act like Diddy said he want to sign you, didn't hold weight. Back in 2015, if Diddy said he was going to sign you, that held some weight. That held a lot of weight. Now, with all the Diddy allegations, everybody going to be like, oh yeah, bro, who would want $1 million from P. Diddy? In 2015, let's be real now, lots of people ain't going to turn down a P. Diddy deal. Back in the day, now everybody gonna turn down the Diddy deal.
Slim Jesus to come sign a Bad Boy Records. And I mean, I guess it's good that he ain't take that deal, because we had more than Diddy just supporting him though. We had Bibby supporting him, Love Bibby. And it was like a decent amount of people showing love for the man. But all of that would change with one interview. So we had Slim Jesus starting up all of this controversy this early into his career. Then we had him come out and probably make one of the.
Bro, why is bro head shaped like that, bro? His head is shaped like the crescent moon from Disney Channel.
Worst decision somebody in his position could have. Basically a month, not a year, not 2 months, nigga. A month into him having all of this attention, he would go do an interview with, guess what, all people, Vlad TV. And this wasn't an interview where he.
Vlad the Police TV. I honestly don't mess with Vlad TV. Why? I personally don't like Vlad TV just because, you feel me, I tried to do a reaction to his video and he just be trying to copyright strike everybody, bro. That's why if you notice, you already see those Vlad TV interviews, and you see everybody else doing everybody else reacting to everybody else interview itself Vlad TV. It's because of Vlad TV like to take down everybody's videos that react to his stuff. That's why people don't be messing with Vlad TV. He the police anyway, bro. So I don't even care that he don't try to let nobody react to his videos, bro. He don't want people to criticize his police activities. That's why he don't want people to react to his stuff.
He was speaking on new music coming or what was next for his career. He will get on here and really tell the truth. And I hate to say it, but that's probably a mistake he might regret. This man told Vlad that, look, you know, I might get on here and rap about what I rap about, but I'm not living like that. He said, I'm not in the streets. I'm not shooting at nobody. I'm not killing nobody. He was basically like, all of this was some cow. He said himself that he rapped about being in the streets because it sounded cool. He was like, people will pay attention to it. Nigga said, if I was rapping about just going to work or doing this or doing that, people not gonna care. Like, it's not gonna get attention.
Let's be real, bro. Like, that's the truth. And it's like at the end of the day, bro, I feel like people back in the day, people did look at everything so differently. It's such like, and also I feel people were so judgmental back in the day because you was actually allowed to be judgmental. Nowadays, you can't really be judgmental. And if you do, you know what happened. So I feel like that's a big part why lots of people decide to not be as judgmental as much too. You feel me? And also just because they find out that lots of people is really doing the same type of thing. So it's like, how can you judge this person when your favorite rapper literally just got exposed for doing the same stuff? We just ain't know about it. You feel me?
He knew it would get the attention of the people, and he used it to his advantage. He said, quote unquote, streetwise, I mean, for the most part, on the street stuff, I got homies that's in the streets, and I know people who are in the streets that surround me, but I'm not out here catching bodies. Obviously, I'm smart. And I mean, he did make a point, if we're gonna be honest, if you're really looking at it. Most of the artists that you listen to today are not really street niggas. It's just a part of their image. They get on here and they rap about what they rap about because it gets attention. People get it. People listen to it. They get paid. So of course they're gonna rap about that. But that don't mean them niggas is really out here in the streets. And Slim Jesus just so happened to be the one rapper to come out telling the truth that, hey, I'm not really like that. And when he said this, the internet was on fire. People from all corners came out just laughing at him.
And it's just, and it's so easy, just people could fall for that image, bro. Like, it's not hard to portray that image. Like, I know so many people, bro, that like, y'all will honestly think these the most gangster people ever. And then it's like, they very good actors, but it's like at the end of the day, you feel me? I'm not one of those certain people that's gonna get out here and just, oh, this, that. I don't care, bro. They can do what they want. If y'all fall for it, y'all fall for it at the end of the day.
So Slim started getting all this backlash, hip-hop looking at him like a clown, and it would only be a matter of time before he would respond to all the controversy. Hot New Hip Hop wrote this: Slim Jesus is the latest rapper to go viral thanks to his music video for Drill Time. He quickly earned himself a name on the web, but that came with a lot of trolling and a lot of hating. The skinny white kid from Hamilton, Ohio recently made his way to NYC and stopped by to break down a few things about himself. One of the biggest topics for haters is in fact that Slim Jesus leaned to be lacking street cred. Having previously admitted he don't catch bodies, he elaborated, I ain't even tripping about street credibility. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. If you run up on me, you'll see what happened. Like, if my people really out here with me, you gonna get hit. I ain't tripping. I already told y'all out here I'm not catching bodies. I'm not out here killing people. But
it's like at the end of the day, though, all that stuff, bro, I don't look at that like catching body stuff as savage stuff. You feel me? Because nowadays, y'all really see that any and everybody is catching bodies. Like, that's easy, bro. Like, the hard part about catching the body stuff is just doing the time for the crime. That's the whole part. I promise you, bro. If people was able to just get out of jail, you would see that lots of people will be out here catching bodies. It's just lots of people get too much stuff to lose, so they're not gonna be out here catching bodies and stuff. And the people that don't got nothing to lose, they're gonna be out here crashing out and stuff. You feel me? That's just how it go. But to just think, oh yeah, bro, folks can't smoke nobody just because he ain't out here catching bodies is crazy, bro. On gang, you gotta understand. Lots of people get smoked by people that have even. You gotta understand. People could be, bro. Someone could be out here catching a whole bunch of bodies, from what the internet say. Right? We going off what the internet say. They say King Von caught bodies, right? They say King Von caught more bodies than Lil Tim in internet eyes. But Lil Tim still unalive King Von. So that means all that catching body stuff, all that stuff don't matter. You feel me? Because anyone could do that at the end of the day.
But that don't mean you can do something stupid and it's gonna be all right. And so we had him saying stuff like this. He was basically giving niggas an open invitation to come and harass him. He was like, look, if you run up on me, something might happen. I might not be a street nigga, but I ain't dumb. And with him saying something like this, like I said, that's an open invitation. Of course somebody was gonna come try it.
The cloud chase.
After all of that, after everything Slim Jesus did and said, he decides to go on tour and he headlined. And he had a show in Canada, of all places. He's probably doing all the promo. He's probably excited, like, bro, this is my first tour. It's my show. Like, I'm about to be turned. But the show ain't go that way. He gets on stage probably thinking it's a normal show until somebody runs on stage. And it wasn't like a little fan trying to like dance with him or sing a song with him. Nah, it was somebody with some malicious intent. He runs up on the stage and he straight snatches the mic. He manhandled the mic from Slim Jesus and yelled, support real hip hop. And you know, this whole situation got caught on camera.
Support real hip hop, bitch.
Bro, did you tell me that you paid for a ticket just to do that? Did you pay for a Slim Jesus show just to go and interrupt the show? You see, this is why I never understood with people, bro. Because it's like, bro, you take your time out the day to go to a person that you don't like. Like, I'll be like, honestly, bro, if I really didn't like the guy, I would not take the time out the day to do all this stuff just to be like, okay, I'm going to take the mic and say that. And then potentially go to jail because you're not supposed to be doing that. Like, you knew you was trying to get clout. Your main purpose was getting clout. That was the whole purpose of doing this. I ain't gonna lie, because I feel like if you really didn't like the guy, you would not be taking your time out the day to go to his concert. Let's start there.
But at the same time he get manhandled for this mic on stage, we also had Birdman trying to sign him. XXL wrote this: it looks like Birdman is trying to recruit Slim Jesus for the Cash Money records over the summer. The 18-year-old rapper dropped the
He ain't gonna get none of that money, bro. Birdman is not gonna pay you. If Birdman try to sign you, bro, don't expect to get that money. Birdman is not gonna give you that money, bro. He gonna hit you with that. That's what he gonna hit you with when you ask for that money.
track in the accompanying video, Drill Time, that quickly became a YouTube sensation. Since then, the artist done received cosigns from Lil Baby and more. Then we had Birdman trying to sign him. And you know, this clip of Birdman speaking to Slim Jesus or speaking on him was online.
I know, that's why I told him, that's why I just said let him holler at him himself so you can tell him, so you know you feel more comfortable.
Bro, that looked like King Yella, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was King Yella. We watching King Yella right now.
Yeah, I feel you can. I don't want to waste your time on mine. My nigga, you heard me? Tell me when you can and that's something. I think you special, my nigga. Every time I'd like to come see you, or you come see me, you tell me what's that.
Hey, son, that might be a good look. What up, Bird, man? This King Yella, bro.
That is King Yella. Why is King Yella? I do King Yella when I see you, though. Bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's so crazy, bro. If you want to laugh, you want to have a funny time, bro, just listen to King Yella music, bro. I promise you, bro, I was having a trip. I was having a little mushroom trip, bro. Me and my homie was so fried, bro. We turned on King Yella, bro. I swear to God on everything I love, bro. We laughed at King Yella for a good 3 hours, bro. Going through all his music, bro. And then just looking at him, bro. You know that the bully on SpongeBob, the dude, the green dude, that's what King Yella looked like. I ain't gonna lie to you, if he was light skinned.
Hey man, you tell me what we can do, man. I told him I don't want to waste this time on my time. If it's something we can do, I'd like to meet up with y'all. Y'all come see me, my nigga, and we can make it flat. Me and my brother that like the Bird, man. He 100, bro. It's very cool. Like, you know how we rock each other, you feel me?
Yeah, I already know. We just got it. That's up to Slim, though. You know, I'm with it. You feel me? I'm gonna tell little bro that might be a good look, man. You know, I'm rocking with Cash Money since I'm little one, you know? Yeah, bro, you can get a tune with Cash Money, bro. You feel me?
That's when King Yella said he had motion. These King Yella motion days, if you ain't know.
The Rich Gang, we could definitely see what's to it. You still got...
The biggest shit in the world, dog. I am the biggest shit in the world. I ain't just rapping because I'm rapping. I'm just rapping because it's real.
I'm already knowing, Stunner.
And I just think that he got an opportunity with what's going on, and we come with the right song. I know this shit could be big.
Hell yeah. We finna drop the remix to that song that he got popping. That's finna drop Friday.
And it was like nonstop problems kept coming at this man, right? After everything, he does another show. And remember what I said, he was on tour. Less than 2 weeks after getting that mic snatched from him, he does another performance that people was out here clowning him for. So he goes to Ohio for this show, and it started off bad. He basically pulled a Cardi. He was late to his own show. So people waiting for a little bit, and eventually he comes out, but
you see, that's what he messed up at right now, bro. You should be happy that anyone is even going to a Slim Jesus concert. If someone taking their hard-earned money to go to a Slim Jesus concert, you should be on time. Because why is they going to a Slim Jesus concert? Like, I mess with his music. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I ain't mess with his music, you feel me? But being late to a Slim Jesus show, like him being late to his own show, bro, like, bro, you should be grateful that these people even came to your show. Like, that's diabolical, bro.
the show wasn't hitting. I mean, people thought it was so embarrassing. Vice wrote an article.
And then the show wasn't. So bro came late, and then the show. You see, I ain't gonna lie. I probably would have crashed out. I would have crashed out because it's like, it ain't no way I spent my money on a Slim Jesus ticket for him to be late, and then the show not be good. I would have crashed out.
Basically clowning a man. Slim took him and his young ignorant tour to a Louisville strip club where a group of 18 to 24-year-olds gathered, and what writer Michael Powell described as numbers that were modest to begin with and thinned out. Powell paints the set as a jarring and confounding, with Slim opening up with his only true recognizable song, Drill Time. Then the club sent out dancers that only added strangeness to the event.
That is crazy.
Powell also wrote, the novelty of watching someone without any sense of self-awareness appropriate a violent lifestyle he doesn't understand because of how we consume music and culture, the medium becoming the message, feels a bit uncomfortable. So at this point, Slim was getting clowned down by the whole industry, like I said. And
I think bro really was trying to look like Eminem. I think his whole image was like, yeah, I'm finna be Chief Keef, but look like Eminem. I think that was his goal that he had in his head.
As the years would go by, he would really become blackballed and shunned away from the industry for telling his truth. And as time would go on, we'd have artists do the same thing, tell the truth about them. Oh, I'm not really in the streets. And they would not face the same backlash he did. And in a respectful way, he responded when this situation went down. But he didn't try to slander the artist. He didn't try to talk shit. He just spoke on how he felt. You're probably wondering who I'm talking about. Well, I'm talking about Lil Tecca. If you remember back when Lil Tecca first blew up,
it's a difference. It's a difference. We can't sit here and act like Lil Tecca was really talking about street stuff. I got a bag and do it again. Lil Tecca was not talking that gangster stuff inside his music, bro. Yeah, he might say a little bit street stuff every here and there, bro. But yeah, bro, come on, bro. He was not portraying that image, bro. He literally looked like a suburban kid just trying to rap, bro. That's what it really looked like to me. Slim Jesus, we thought you was really like that. We didn't know what was going on, but everybody know Lil Tecca was not trying to portray that image at all. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
He did an interview where he was saying, like, you know, I'm not really a street dude. Like, I don't got guns. Like, I'm not killing nobody. Even though in a song, he said exactly that.
I don't have no straps for nobody. I don't got no straps. The ops is people that be hating, and I don't even know them. Like, where?
He didn't even have no pipes in the video. Do your homework on Lil Tecca trolling the whole city before he blew up. He trolled Toronto. Lil Tecca, I don't even know where Lil Tecca is from, bro. But Lil Tecca, bro, he looked like the Seer from Ice Age, for real, though. But Lil Tecca didn't even have no guns inside his video. What, like, come on, bro. Like, why is we even comparing Lil Tecca, bro? Like, I knew they was gonna say the Lil Tecca situation. I knew they was gonna say that, but it's like you can't compare Lil Tecca to Slim Jesus. Oh, he from New York?
Where did you come from?
And so this clip of Taker started going viral, but the response was completely different when comparing it to Slim Jesus. People didn't really care that Taker was lying about what he was saying. And Slim Jesus peeped that and responded feeling away.
I feel you can't compare the two, but also if Lil Tecca was showing like blicks and stuff and all that, I feel Lil Tecca would have got more of a pass than Slim Jesus, just because it is a bias just because he being Caucasian. You feel me? They automatically want to find any way to prove that he's not really like that. And that's just what come with being a Caucasian rapper. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie to you. And even with Jack Harlow, he don't really be talking that gangster stuff for real. And people still be trying to get on there with Jack Harlow. But it's just like, I don't know why, bro. But being a Caucasian rapper, bro, they want you to feel, bro. I don't know why, but that's what they be wanting, bro.
First of all, I want to make clear though, I ain't hating
on nobody else. Country music is up.
That ain't how the rock. But I guess this Lil Tecca kid went in the interview, right? And he said, I ain't got no blocks, I don't want no smoke, my lyrics.
I heard from Tecca.
I ain't got no problem with that shit, honestly, because I know 95% of the game, fuck they doing anyway. Just rapping and saying whatever the he's gonna sell. Who gives a as long as the music good, you gonna listen to it. So I ain't wish the kid nothing but success. Here's my issue. When I came out, my first interview, I said, look, I ain't out here trying to kill nobody. I'm here to make my music. Y'all want to crucify my ass. So my issue lies with y'all dumb bro that swear y'all hate my ass so much.
And I also feel a big part why Slim Jesus fell off of that like thing is because Slim Jesus, a big part of why he was going viral is because he was a gangster Caucasian drill rapper. That was the whole thing of why he was going viral. It wasn't like really, he made good music, but it's like, it wasn't like no music to where like, oh yeah, he really could have a sustainable fan base if he wasn't living that lifestyle for real. Like Boston Richie, everybody know Boston Richie, he snitched and all that. But Boston Richie, we can't act like, he actually make pretty decent music, bro. You feel me? Slim Jesus, his whole thing was that. So with that being gone, he gone. Lil Tecca, his career wasn't built off of, we wasn't talking about Lil Tecca because he was a gangster and he was living that street life, and we was not talking about Lil. It was just a catchy song. It was just a catchy song. It was like a cool vibe song, bro. That's the reason why we was listening to Tecca. That's why he have a little bit more sustainable career anyway, because we wasn't messing with Lil Tecca because no one ain't see Lil Tecca as a gangster. If you saw Lil Tecca as a gangster, I don't know where you from, bro. You got to be from the nicest area ever if you see Lil Tecca as a gangster.
Bro, but I don't think y'all really know why the don't like me in the first place, bro. Dead ass. This don't make no sense to me.
And like I said, he did pose a valid question. Why did y'all do me like this, but didn't do Tecca like this? And what I can say, the rap game is hypocritical with how they responded to him, but nothing in life is just black and white, my nigga. It's layers to everything, and it's layers to this situation. It's all about the presentation and how you represent yourself in the music game. See, Slim Jesus blew up, and literally his whole gimmick, his entire image was what? Portraying this street dude. The man's first song was literally called Drill Time. Can you guess what he was doing in that music video? The man was toting guns. He had all type of guns in the video. Remember what the article said from earlier? So on one hand, we had Slim Jesus creating this whole image about himself being from the streets. So if that image was to crack and the truth was to come out, of course people would lose respect for him. Of course people would shun him away from the industry and leave him behind. But on the other hand, we had Tecca, who said a line or two about being in the streets or having a pole on it, but that was never his entire image. Tecca could go the rest of his career without saying no hard.
So basically, this guy's basically just saying what I just said. I just basically said this whole thing, bro. That's why I'm just rolling up the thunk in, but like, okay, he said what I said.
Body, no street lyrics, and nobody would notice because that isn't his image. That ain't what he built his career on. His music is more on the rapping about getting money, getting hoes, less street side. So to answer his question, Slim Jesus' entire foundation was built on the lie that will be career ruining if the truth was found out, unlike Lil Tecca. Slim Jesus is in a really weird place with his career. I mean, it's over with if we're really looking at it. He ain't dropped a song in over 4 years, and even since 2015, the start of his career, he never dropped a lot of music. Since 2015, there's only 2 official tapes on his Apple Music. One in 2017 called The Most Hated, and one in 2019 called Against All Odds. And today, we really don't hear a lot from Slim Jesus, but there was this one interview on No Jumper where Adam and 22 were speaking on him.
You can point to a lot of different types of white rappers that are successful. You could be the lyrical genius Eminem, you could be the smooth, cool Jack Harlow, but they'll never really let a white guy be like a tough rapper.
Yeah.
Like, you're never gonna see a white 21.
That's why it went viral, because it never really happened. It was different.
Yeah. And
Drill
also
time. You dropped drill time.
It was kind of obvious he was lying too.
Yeah. You know, I know. I went to Frank Block.
Yeah. And
I'm on the remix.
Oh, right. Wow.
We drove to Ohio.
How was Frank Block?
Man, Frank Block is as big as this table. I promise. I said, this Frank Block? Man, that camera is an illusion, bro. I'm like, bro. And then he was so scared. His mom and them came outside. It's like, then it just got like serious, like older white people too. It was like, oh, it was so serious. I swear to God, like.
Yo, mom came outside for the music video, bro. I would have been so embarrassed. I would have been like, oh my God, bro. I don't want to do the music video no more. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would be like, Mom, you know I'm doing the music video. On gang, I got all the drill rappers with me today. But he got King Yellow with him. But still, I got the cool kids with me today. I would have crashed out. I ain't gonna bap to you. My mom, man, she would have blew me.
The police station really, like, they escorted us out they city. Like, y'all gotta go.
Because it was so lit on Frank Block, or just because it was so out of the ordinary for you to be there?
Frank Block is not even, I swear to God, it's like a half a block. Then an alley was like 3 houses right there. It's not a block.
Half a block in the alley?
3-house block.
Right.
It was not real at all. Everything, it was not real. So we had to figure out, we didn't.
Bro, but he did say Frank Block is a block. You feel me? So it's like, you feel me? They didn't say it's the whole hood. They said it's Frank Block. And what a block consists of. You feel me? So was he really lying? Was he really lying? That's what I gotta ask y'all.
I didn't want to shoot right here. It wasn't real. Like, I don't know how y'all finessed the camera to make it look like this was a real hood. Wasn't nothing going on. He had like 1 or 2 little black friends, and they were really like nerds. And it was like,
did you feel kind of dirty taking that check?
Hell no. For what? Shit, I gotta eat. Kids gotta eat.
I mean, you're helping to prop up a lie, right?
I ain't know. At first, I didn't know it was a lie.
But last year, we would hear Slim Jesus come back in the news and all the Diddy allegations was at an all-time high. Remember what I said earlier? Diddy was like, I got $1 million waiting for Slim Jesus. But he ended up never taking that deal. And so, when all the Diddy...
The best decision he did, bro, because it's like, they said Justin Bieber haven't been the same after the 24 hours with P. Diddy. That sounds scary, don't it?
The allegations was coming out. Slim Jesus was online basically saying, look, bro, I'm glad that I never signed to Diddy. Diddy would have probably had that man in the Diddy parties or some crazy shit. So he was like, look, y'all, I'm glad I passed up on that. But speaking on signing, that's probably also another reason why Slim Jesus was able to get blackballed so hard. Because look, in this music industry, if you're a rapper, if you're a singer, if you're a musician, and you sign to a label, it's gonna be real hard for you not to see these artists, because these labels got unlimited money. They gonna keep pushing these artists out, and eventually something gonna hit. Eventually something's gonna happen and make people want to pay attention to this artist again. But Slim Jesus didn't have that label backing behind him, because he's always been against.
And there wasn't no TikTok. I ain't gonna lie to you, if Slim Jesus would have had TikTok, if TikTok was around, I feel Slim Jesus probably would have had a better chance for sure.
Signing to a label. Since the beginning of his career, he was real open about it. I don't want to sign, like, I'm not signing to no label. Complex wrote this. Slim Jesus has never been fond of signing to a record label. Despite getting phone calls from a few, at the height of his popularity, the 26-year-old released a video of himself burning the contract to show that he wasn't aligning with any of them and he would rather stay independent. He said, a little fun fact that y'all don't know, I've been had offers from the same bullshit ass labels that your favorite rapper signed to. And you know how I feel about it? F a label. We getting independent money.
The end.
To be honest, Slim Jesus' career is probably done for. I don't know what else would be next for him. Yeah, he told the truth about himself right at the start of everything and killed his career before it really got started. But that probably would have been found out anyway. Even if he never told the truth, people would have still gave him the clown treatment. Even though his career was short-lived, somebody's career who wasn't was Comethazine. That man spent years and years building and creating this rap career and this fan base just to put a heart on everything. Think about it. He spent years building this.
But I don't even know. You know, I know you're talking about a whole nother guy. He don't got nothing to do with nothing. Nothing. You feel me? So we're gonna end it right there. You feel me? But if you watch this all the way through, I know you're messing with another video. So go ahead and go watch another video. And don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, what? Turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any content like this. And don't forget to follow the Twitch. The Twitch is going to be inside the description of the video and in the comments so you never miss out on any lives. Go. You said you know who? Who you know? You know the person making the video? He's a rapper. Now he making movies. Oh, you talking about Birdie? Wow, oh, Wiley. Auto ports. Damn. The last name he was talking about. Oh, the last dude. Are you talking about Comethazine?
24 Kickle then released one of the biggest hits of the entire.
I don't even know who this guy is. I didn't even mean to click on this. But since it's a short video and I like to learn about new people, do y'all know who 24 Golden is? Do anyone know who 24 Golden is, chat? I think I've seen him before, but I don't know who he is. And they said why everyone forgot about him. I didn't really know that he existed. Well, I knew that he existed, but I didn't forget about him. He fell off. How did he fall off though? What song did he make to go viral? Like who? Like what did he make? Gotta make sure that shit is turned off. He is on double XL. No more. No, I'm gonna do Toronto shit. I'm gonna be on live for a long time. I only start off with Toronto and all that stuff and UK stuff. But I know I'm gonna be on live for a short period. When I know I'm gonna be on for a minute, I do more random stuff first. Especially because it's Saturday, and then I'm gonna do half of the live like in about 2 more hours. I'm gonna finish the rest of the live on there, and that's why I'm gonna do some stuff. But I'm gonna go on Twitch to end the live. I'm gonna spout this gum. Keep on forgetting everything I gotta do. I do lots. I decided I'm gonna do lots of the street stuff on Twitch. You feel me? Ever since I got that suspension, I'm gonna do some of it. Are you messing with the Toronto Bill? Yeah, that be going cool. On game. Do y'all remember that light-skinned guy named 24 Golden? Well, I don't really know who he is, but this video popped up saying why everyone forgot about him. I've been forgot about him a long time ago. I didn't really know that he existed. But let's see, why did he fall off? I like to watch these type of videos so I can know what I shouldn't do. You feel me? So it's like we watch his situation and then we do better off his situation. You feel me? That's how you end up doing better in life, by watching people fail in life. You feel me?
24kGoldn released one of the biggest hits of the entire COVID lockdown, and then was forgotten about forever. However, until this video, the deeper truth has never really been explained. Back in 2020, 24kGoldn's track Mood unexpectedly skyrocketed up to #1 in the world.
Why you always in the mood? Around acting brand new.
Oh, he made that song? Are you always in the mood? That TikTok song, bro. I heard that song like in the back of almost every TikTok song, but I do remember that song. Are you always in the mood? I never searched up that song a day in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you, I never searched it up. But I have heard that song so many times.
I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool.
But despite this viral TikTok hit changing his life overnight, in terms of mainstream audience though, Mood was the last they've heard of 24kGoldn, now 5 years ago. So what happened? Is he simply just another one-hit wonder? Well, even 24kGoldn acknowledges his own decline. But while there's no stopping his comments from flooding with jokes about how he fell off, his latest music is finally revealing the truth. And as we're about to see, the real reason behind his disappearance is actually respectable.
It's no fun when you're successful but alone, you know? Or the only people that are there for the wrong reasons.
With over 2 billion Spotify streams and currently certified 7 times platinum, artists around the globe work entire careers and never sniff close to the success of 24kGoldn's Mood, featuring Ian Dior. However, at the same time though, landing a smash record like Mood is actually a gift and a curse. As we'll learn in a sec, 24kGoldn has admitted the downsides that follow a #1 song. Like, of course, the pressure to live up to expectations and not go down as a one-hit.
And I feel like in 2020, lots of people just got so much success in 2020 because it's like so many people were stuck inside the house. So it's like people just been like, okay, you know, I don't got nothing else better to do. Let me find out about new people. And now, since people got to, you know, go back to everyday living life, lots of people found out they wasn't as important as they thought they was. You feel me? That's why lots of TikTokers falling off, because in 2020 it was so easy to get views. Now everyone, you know, back doing their life, TikTok is seeing like, man, TikTok is not as easy to get views as what it was.
Wonder. But yet, as it turns out, that is far from the only reason that 24kGoldn not only took such a long and costly break, but then even went as far as to recently burn all of the plaques for his multi-platinum record, Mood.
What's it feel like to throw the Mood plaques in the fire?
Why'd you do that?
And was it real plaques?
Yeah, those are the real plaques. But it wasn't until I'm actually there doing it like, yo, this is kind of crazy. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
the music industry can be a
Yeah, I was finna say, like, what would be your point of you burning the plaque? And you see, people doing that for views, because if I really didn't like it, bro, I would have burnt it on my own, bro. I would not have recorded it, bro. But it's like lots of people, that I feel the same way when people be doing that stuff when they be handing out food to the homeless. Because I hand out food to the homeless, I do stuff for the homeless. I literally bought boatloads of stuff and gave it to the homeless. Didn't record no video or none of that. But I feel like I'm not doing it for attention. I'm doing it because I actually want to help out. You feel me? Lots of people, I guess they is kind of trying to help out, but they also try to get attention and clout in a way too.
a cutthroat business, and as it appears, 24K Golden is yet another example. But along with this possible bar about his former collaborator Ian Dior betraying him, in his latest music video, 24K Golden is seen here throwing his platinum plaques for Mood into the fiery flames. A very bold move. But in order to fully understand exactly what led to this decision, first we have to learn how we even got here. Although I keep talking about Mood, and that's what everybody remembers him for, it was actually a different song that initially blew him up. Following the release of 24K Golden's first ever track titled Trapper's Anthem, which is still up on his channel today.
Hey, is this you? Is this you, Golden?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh shit.
Hey, you wanna hear some new shit? Let me get the aux.
Alright.
After graduating from high school in San Francisco, 24K Golden would then enroll at USC in the fall of 2018, where he would attend on a business scholarship as well as join a fraternity there. However, it wasn't long before school became a thing of the past. I really didn't know that things were going to happen so fast when
I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted to go to college, but the only reason I want to go to college is just so I could get lit, go to parties, have fun, live the life of 22 Jump Street. I don't want to do no school work at all. Like, I want to play sports. Yeah, I play sports, go to parties, but all that schoolwork stuff, I don't want to do. That's why I can't go to college, you feel me? Because I ain't with all that.
When I came to USC, recalls Golden Von Jones to the Daily Trojan, while only a freshman in college at Southern California, Golden released his new single, Valentino. And from there, life was never the same. Combined with marking his first entry onto the Billboard Hot 100, Valentino is actually now double platinum, and led to 24K Golden's first record deal in 2019, with Columbia Records. If you ever wonder how random songs blow up nowadays, the answer is almost always TikTok, which TikTok is in large part to thanks for the success of Valentino.
So I was going through TikTok and they put the song Valentino on TikTok a couple months before.
Right.
And I was just refreshing it and I was like, all right, 10,000 videos, a couple hours later, 11,000 videos, a couple hours later, 13. And it just kept going. And I hit this lady at the label, Rachel. I'm like, yo, like this is just blowing up right now.
But although this was nothing compared to the virality still to come from his next single with Ian Dior, seeing as only a few years later he's practically vanished, 24K Golden's rise on TikTok has also raised the question, is 24K Golden proof that TikTok artists don't last the test of time? Well, prior to releasing one of the biggest songs to ever come from the app, having listed Kanye West as his inspiration growing up, then came 24K Golden's debut EP, titled Dropped Out of College. Obviously, now dropped out of USC, 2019 was a huge year. However, it was 2020 though that launched him to heights that even he could have never imagined. One day while at Ian Dior's house in 2020, despite not even being in the mood to make music, just kicking it.
You see, that's that corny stuff that I be talking about, bro. Don't do that.
Alongside producers KBZ and Omar Fetty, who is Addison Rae's boyfriend, by the way.
Hey, gang, who is Brody? Who is, how about, I will question, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
While chillin' playing Call of Duty with Ian, 24K Golden randomly freestyled this catchy melody off the dome.
And without me even thinking about it, I just started singing, like while I'm playing Call of Duty, like, why you always in a mood? And Omar's like, stop everything right now. That shit is hot. Go record that. So we go and record it on like Ian's little home setup, and we kind of all just take a step back and think like, yo, did we just make a hit while playing Call of Duty?
And a hit it was indeed. Now, the two had actually worked together before in the past, most notably with 24K Golden credited as a co-writer on Ian's previous track Gone Girl featuring Trippie Redd, which is also certified platinum, but that was nothing compared to Mood.
Bro, I don't even know who the Ian Dior dude is. Like, I don't know who none of these. The only person that I know that he just said was Trippie Redd. And I don't even listen to Trippie Redd. But that's the only person I know about that inside this video so far.
Spending a total of 8 weeks atop the Billboard Hot 100, a first for each artist. Released in July of 2020, Mood would go down as one of the biggest hits of the year for any genre. Just not right away. The label didn't believe in it, so there was no plan to do any videos, no priority playlisting, nothing like that, said 24K Golden. So I took a couple $1,000 and just started linking up with influencers and running marketing campaigns myself and making that shit work. There's no doubt that the strategy of his was working, at least at first. However, looking back on it now, was attaching himself to that TikTok scene so much like he did the best idea for long-term success?
I'll take some responsibility because from the ages of 18 to maybe 20 and a half. I was posting some like cringy type shit on TikToks and this and that.
My special guest.
I mean, yeah, bro. Even then, even if you wasn't like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Some people wasn't even posting cringy TikToks on TikTok. They just went viral on TikTok with their song, and they still not. I ain't gonna lie to you. The only person that I could think about that's still successful that blew up off of TikTok is Central C. And the UK people gonna be like, oh yeah, he been was famous. Gang, I didn't even know Central C made that Doge Cat stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I just found out Central C made that Doge Cat stuff like last year. I'm not gonna lie to you, you feel me? But he's still relevant. They said he blew up off that Doge Cat.
24K Golden. Woo! Woo!
Just like Dixie D'Amelio, today 24K Golden has basically disappeared. But back in 2020 though, during the pandemic, they were both all over the internet. The same month that Mood hit the charts for the first time, 24K Golden was named an XXL freshman. Besides other names making the 2020 list such as Jack Harlow, Rod Wave, Polo G, and Baby Keem. And
That's actually, bro, the Rod Wave got a mohawk? What is going on? I ain't gonna lie, this is actually a pretty decent thing, bro, because they got Rod Wave, he's still relevant. Lil TJ, I mess with Lil TJ music. I feel he one of the better New York rappers. Jack Harlow, I mean, I don't listen to him, but I think he's still relevant. You know Lotto's still relevant. Fabio, he fell off, you feel me? NLE Chopper, he on this stuff too. And NLE Chopper, I mean, he's relevant, but he's relevant for doing that freaky stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you.
according to XXL's own website here, 24K Golden actually earned the most fan votes, which landed him the 10th and final spot on the list. But the year still wasn't finished. Combined with then a Mood remix featuring superstars Justin Bieber and J Balvin, as well as a Kid Laroi remix that never got released.
I ain't gonna lie, if you got a Justin Bieber remix, you made it. You made it. If you fall off, bro, you should be ashamed of yourself, bro. Or at least you should at least have money in your pocket still. You should never go broke if you get you a Justin Bieber remix. You should know how to sauce it up, flip that money, whatever, because I know you got a lot of money with a Justin Bieber remix.
Clearly, 24K Golden had found a successful working formula, and his fanbase was growing by the day. So how did everything come crashing down just a year later? Well, first, you know who else found a working formula, though? That would be today's sponsor, Raycon. Raycon. Boons are especially with this variety of, not to mention just when it go to buys. Brought to you by Raycon, let alone at 20 years old. And 24K Golden was no exception. Not to mention the millions of added eyes waiting to hear how he would follow up a smash hit like Mood. In March of 2021, Golden tried to do exactly that. As a quote homage to his past roots, at a total of 13 tracks came 24K Golden's debut album.
El Dorado in Spanish means the golden one or the golden city. And my mom, she had a lot of fluent Spanish speaking coworkers. She's fluent in Spanish, and they would always call me El Dorado, the golden one. So that became kind of a nickname for me. And reference.
But they call you that because you light skinned, bro. That's the only reason I think they call you that.
In the Golden City, I'm from San Francisco. We got the Golden Gate Bridge, we got the Golden State Warriors.
Including features from multiple mainstream artists such as Future, Sway Lee, and DaBaby, plus a Lyrical Lemonade video with DaBaby. El Dorado would go on to sell 23,000 in first week sales. Honestly, not terrible for a debut album. However, according to 24K Golden, his life though was terrible behind the scenes. I took this.
Bro, ain't no way you gonna post a picture of yourself crying in the mirror, gang. No. Wait, why is you crying? Looking back at it now, it's kind of cat. But why is you crying, gang? I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't trying to post unless it's tears of joy. If you crying for tears of joy, I accept it. But if you crying because your life is bad and all that, bro, I know you just. First of all, why would you pull out a picture? Oh, I'm crying. That's crazy, gang.
This picture 6 days before my album released shared Golden opening up on his Instagram, probably the most down bad I'd ever been. Looking back at it now, it's kind of funny because even with all the chaos in my life, I still had things to be grateful for. My family, my health, the ability to make music. Even in your darkest days, there will always be a little light. You just gotta look for it. As we can see, 24K Golden was struggling with all of his basically overnight success, clearly weighing on him off camera. But yet, it dates back further than just his album. The first time I ever went to therapy was 2020. He revealed in another post last year, I was 19, right after Mood first released. Young, naive, anxious, and under more pressure than any other point in my life. To keep it a band, for a long time I was scared and embarrassed to tell anyone I went to therapy. As a man, a black man at that, I felt like any negative feelings I had weren't to be acknowledged.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought Birdie was like Hispanic or something. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But instead pushed down and glossed over. The truth is, while he always seemed so happy and smiley on camera, ever since Mood first blew,
bro looked like a Disney Channel actor. He literally looked like a Disney Channel actor. He don't look like he's a rapper.
up, 24K Golden has been experiencing the full Hollywood effect behind the scenes. As the saying goes, with more money comes more problems. However, despite his vulnerability in these posts, this still hasn't stopped his comments from getting flooded by users typing stuff like, I haven't seen bro since 2021. Dude fell off harder than any other rapper. As well as the classic, just put the fries in the bag, bro.
Bro, that's so crazy. Because it's like, bro, why do y'all just like, I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. If I see a rapper or someone that fell off, bro, I might be like, man, they fell off. But I'm not finna comment and make their life even worse. Like, yeah, bro, you know that he feeling bad because he fell off. And you just try to, man, y'all be so diabolical on the internet. I ain't gonna lie to you.
As of this video, El Dorado remains 24K Golden's one and only album. And aside from a few singles he's put out very quietly, 24K Golden went 3 years without making any noise. That's an extremely long time to wait, especially considering how fast today's music audience moves, killing all his momentum in the process.
It wasn't a matter of like, okay, I took a break and now I'm back. It was like, nah, I had to work through it and work to find myself.
But having already been chewed up and spit back out by the industry.
Oh yeah, Birdie they gonna do him dirty. I hope he's not one of those people that be like, oh yeah, I'm finna try to hop in the ring to revive my career. That's not, boy, they gonna do you dirty.
Rather than continuing to just chase another TikTok hit, instead, 24K Golden has done the exact opposite. Switch everything up and take a totally new artistic direction. Yet another pretty bold move. However, has it worked? I can say, without a doubt, these last 12 months have been eye-opening, reads another one of his posts to fans. This 18 to 25-year-old period of our lives can be pretty strange. We are thrust into adulthood still feeling like kids, and to keep it a stack, it's confusing AF. But now, at the ripe age of 23, I'm finally starting to grasp what it means to be a man, and what actually matters in life. Family, friends, community, and last, but definitely not least, great music. Depending on who you ask, 24K Golden has never made great music. But in addition to sharing, he's been learning important.
She said, depending on who you ask, he never made great music. Now, I don't really know his music to say, oh, he make trash music, but I can say he did make that catchy song. Why you always in the mood? It's not a bad song, you feel me? Because I can remember it stuck in my head when I finally, like, I forgot the song even existed till he said it, but I was like, I can remember it, and I haven't never listened to the song before, so I mean, it gotta be something where I listened to it, but I never typed it up to listen to it, you feel me?
Lessons behind closed doors. This post also debuted at 24K Golden's new rebranded image, choosing to ditch his braids and now go with a fro.
Braids. How you're letting it flow and bang. I know that's hard to keep it like that.
It's some maintenance. It takes some maintenance for sure. For sure.
Combined with also stating that his previous hit songs no longer represent who he is as a person now, then came this post announcing his return to music. There comes a point in every person's life where they can no longer sail aimlessly on the winds of their past. A time where they must take their future into their own hands and start making choices. With that being said, I present to you Good Intentions, my first step on this journey of making choices.
Man, people will do all this stuff and don't do nothing with their life. You know how many times I've seen someone make a post doing this stuff like, oh yeah, I'm finna change this, that, my life, and boy, their life end up getting worse after they make that paragraph. I ain't gonna lie to you. It'd be crazy how the world work. I ain't gonna lie to you.
As the lead single for 24K Golden's first major release in over 3 years, in January of 2024, we heard Good Intentions, a track that he calls, quote, probably the most honest I've ever been on any record that I've put out. Every lyric, every bar, every syllable coming straight from my life into that microphone.
As you go through the business and you get more and more success, it's easy to fall into these traps. This song is truly about knowing that I started off with good intentions, knowing I it up a little bit in the past, but also knowing that I'm back on track now.
This just how it is, no more how it was. He begins with the opening lyrics. If I'm being honest, I've been through a rut. Victim of my selfishness, it's finally catching up. Continuing on in his most personal song, room is still a mess, been too depressed to clean it up. Plaques on every wall, but they from 2021. Take a picture, smoke a swisher, reminisce on how it was.
Dang, he said got plaques up on the wall, but they all from 2021. Nah, he kept it real on that one, bro. Real deal, Holyfield.
I had good intentions till I started slipping up. Along with then, if you ask a lot of fans, these lyrics potentially referencing his relationship with Ian Dior, who many suspect beef. Lost a lot of friends, happened all at once. How you call me brother, then just leave me in the dust. Half of me wanna F you up, the other half is crushed.
So when you lose a friend, it's like them saying like, I see you as a human being, and I don't with you anymore.
Good Intentions is 24K Golden's most vulnerable song to date, again telling fans the battles he's been fighting off camera. However, unfortunately, most people still don't care. I forgot about this dude's existence, the top comment reads. As his career goes on, regardless of internet hate, 24K Golden is learning to get back to making music simply for fun, rather than commercial success.
Life ain't always sweet, man.
No way.
And you just gotta roll with the punches, and as long as you just keep going, you never know where life will take you. It's nice to be putting stuff out now and have people understand like, oh wow, this kid is capable of so much more.
As we saw, to then officially put an end to his old era, right here in the Good Intentions music video, 24K Golden burns all of his previous platinum plaques, which again he claimed to be the real trophies, attempting to fully put the past behind him despite first announcing the title all the way back.
Man, I could put the past behind me without throwing out my biggest achievement in life. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's his biggest achievement in life. Why would you burn your biggest achievement in life? I would never do nothing like that. I'm not gonna lie to you, even though they say, oh yeah, it's the old me. This, I don't care if it's the old me. The old me was more successful than the new me, so let me keep this around till the new me able to get the success like the old me. You feel me? And even when I get the new success, I'm still not gonna get rid of the old success, man. You feel me?
In spring of 2022, 3 years after his debut album, then came the release of his short new 7-track EP titled Growing Pains. But instead of his previous 2 rap and hip-hop projects, this EP is under the genre of pop.
This project, Growing Pains. I feel like the name is very like parallel with the experience of like, wow, I've come so far from this college kid not really knowing what the hell's going on in the world to like this point now.
At only a short 19 minutes long, don't feel like you're alone if you had no idea this project even existed. When you went crazy 2019 to 2021 and then took a hiatus, but now you're back and people don't realize you dropped new music, reads this TikTok he posted. Bro, who are you? I'm being for real.
And then it's the profile pictures that really be like, be blowing me, bro. It really be funny because I be seeing some people inside my comments too, and if they have a profile picture like this, I'll be like, "Hey, who are you? Who is you?" Is the real question, bro. Because it's like, bro, that be so funny, bro.
Unfortunately, the mainstream audience has forgotten about 24K Golden. Aside from simply being known as the guy who made that one-hit song 5 years ago, the truth is Mood catapulted 24K Golden into fame faster than even he was prepared for. That song transformed my life, he recalls of Mood, but it was like hitting the fast-forward button because everything just happened so fast. Adding to the challenge too, the weeks he spent at #1 were the early months of the pandemic, meaning 24K Golden's come-up was anything but traditional. Missing out on the chance to tour and do shows while sitting atop the charts, this forced him to skip a crucial—
Dang, bro, that's even worse, bro. So y'all telling me, bro, Brody fell off. He didn't even get to experience the full Like lots of people that fall off, at least they get to experience going on tour, doing all that stuff before they fall off. So he literally just was famous virtually and then fell off. That's crazy, bro.
Step of an artist's breakout moment. However, with all of that being said, an almost diamond hit sets you up for decades, if not life, off the royalties alone. And still, at the young age of just 24 years old, although 24K Golden's peak days in the spotlight appear to be behind him, as we've learned from the past power of TikTok, there is no saying never.
Life is a roller coaster, you know. There's peaks and there's valleys.
Man, never say, man, TikTok be gone. Lots of careers being gone. Lots of rappers' careers being gone. Lots of TikTokers being gone. Lots of things being gone. And TikTok be gone. I ain't gonna lie to you. You see what TikTok did for Birdie? Yeah, TikTok did a lot for lots of people, man. That changed his whole life. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. So TikTok be gone. Lots of lives gonna be changed even more. I ain't gonna bap to you. Lots of people gonna be 24 golden if TikTok get banned. If you watch this all the way through, I know you messing with another video, so go ahead and go watch another video. And don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any content like this. Go! Let's go. Yeah, bro, I'm kind of sick, bro. But I gotta get it through. Why you always in the mood? Are you acting brand new? Hey chat, we need everybody to go over, and I'm finna do like 2 more videos that I'm gonna start reacting to Toronto and UK stuff, but I'm gonna be doing that over on Twitch. To YouTube, I don't want them to say I'm doing anything dangerous. Cause I see this little video, I'm gonna react to that little Dig That video. But I'm gonna do that on Twitch. Why Dig That is in jail. So everyone who trying to tune in to that, and I'm gonna be doing requests. So if you trying to do requests and all that stuff, want me to request to do things, all that stuff gonna be happening on Twitch. You feel me? So everybody get in tune with the Twitch and all that. Young blood. No, I don't know, buddy. Yeah, I don't know, buddy. That's why I've been doing more like child-friendly stuff on game, cause I'm gonna do all the other stuff on Twitch. That's why I'm really finna hop on in a second. Well, I'm already on Twitch actually. I'm just gonna end the YouTube live stream, because what I could do, I could end the live stream, well, end the YouTube live without ending my Twitch live. So I can keep my Twitch live running and just end the YouTube live. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all heard about that Sauce Walker stuff? Oh, he was on TikTok trending. He was trending on TikTok. Hey, bro, y'all finna have to get out, bro. Y'all steady, what the fuck? Let me see if this. Alright, I'll let them stay. Because I was just trying to see if the mic picking up them snoring, because they snoring loud as hell. Y'all just can't hear it. trying to make their ass get out. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, you need to figure out because he the most feared gangster for sure. I don't think nobody more gangster than this guy. Most gangster rapper ever. Don't lie to you. Drake got involved with the biggest gangster in Canada. Y'all already know when I say the biggest gangster, only one person come to mind. When you think of Canadian gangsters. Who? Top 5. He the top 5 rapper, top 5 biggest gangster. He top 5 everything. So obviously, you know, we need to find out why Drake got involved with him, you feel me? You got to be a reason why. But I think we all know the reason why, you feel me? But let's see what's going on.
It's a regular Thursday night for Drake as he's recording music in his Calabasas mansion. It's just him, Chubbs, and a sound engineer kicking it when Drake has the idea to invite over a famous producer. This is when Drake allegedly texts the producer named Detail, who's known for working with Lil Wayne, Birdman, Ashanti, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and more. Well, obviously,
Brody got a cross piercing on his nose. Man, if you don't, bro. Why, bro? And then he kind of looked like Lil Wayne too. He kind of looked like Lil Wayne a little bit too. But, bro, you see, people get famous and rich, and then they just get doing all types of weird stuff. Like, come on, Brody, for real. I expect Lil Uzi to do something like this.
Obviously, given the opportunity to work with Drake, Detail drops what he's doing in a heartbeat and flocks over to Drake's Calabasas mansion. At 9 p.m., he arrives to the gated community, is let in the gate, and drives up to Drake's mansion. He then walks up to the front door, truly excited for the opportunity to work with Drake. This is when Chubbs opens the front door, lets him in, and then out of nowhere just starts swinging on him. Boom, bam, boom, bam, blow. He shatters his jaw into pieces and knocks him down to the floor.
Whoa, he got backdoored by Drake? Hold up. He said did Brody get backdoored by Drake? Hold up, man. I know Drake is not backdooring people. This is getting crazy, man.
And according to Detail himself, Drake stands right there, looks at him, and does nothing to help. So now with a broken jaw and disoriented, Detail stumbles out of the house, gets into his car, and drives himself to the hospital.
So Drake backdoored Brody. Drake is real life the backdoor king of Canada. I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't do business with Drake because you might get slimed out. Is he King Slime of Canada? I think it might be. I ain't gonna lie to you.
There, as he's awaiting surgery, he sits back and wonders what the hell just happened. Why would Drake invite me over for his bodyguard to beat the shit out of me? And then he just standing there like he set it up? It makes no sense. Like, did I do something to Drake that pissed him off? Or was this just his bodyguard Chubbs acting a fool?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's like, boy, you gonna go to jail. You was gonna go to jail. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't have did no stuff like that because it's like, if you just have your security guard attack someone, bro, and this person go to the hospital gonna ask what happened. 9 times out of 10, they probably gonna tell. And they gonna try to sue because you Drake. I ain't gonna lie to you. Drake security do that to me, I'm suing. I am too broke to be letting Drake security guard just do stuff to me, bro. Boy, we need money on off of that for sure. I'm suing Drake if this happened.
What was it? To this day, we still don't know the specifics, but either way, Detail would hit Drake with a massive lawsuit. So yeah, this is how Chubb started to gain his reputation in the industry. A big old bully who does not play about his boss Drizzy Drake. So now you can see that Drake was kind of moving like the mafia. In LA or everywhere he went, he had Chubbs, and then when he goes to Houston, he's got mob ties. In Louisiana, he's got Birdman.
But I ain't gonna lie, that's just with money. Like, that's why I be like, bro, all that stuff, bro, paying for bodies and all that stuff, bro, you could just do that. That don't mean you tough. That don't mean you gangster. That just mean you got a whole bunch of money. Anybody with a whole bunch of money is able to have gangsters around them. That's really just, you feel me? That's just come with having money, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Drake gonna make sure they good, and they gonna make sure he good.
And the list goes on. Basically, he was well protected with real street connections in the States, but in Toronto, it was a whole different story. After the 2014 G-Way takedown, Drake was a major target in Toronto for two reasons. Number one is that he no longer had any street muscle or any protection, as G-Way was now completely weakened. And secondly, because he chose G-Way's sides in the beef, the people who they were rivals with wanted Drake as well.
Oh, you see, Drake messed up, bro. Bro, you got too much money to make. Bro, you gotta make sure your top shooter's okay. You gotta make sure your top shooter's able to be around. Not Drake. That's why Drake be in America so much, because his top shooter's not around in Canada no more. He not trying to get done dirty. Wait, hold on. Let me see what's going on right here, bro. Don't tell me top 5 is the replacements.
You know, as the saying goes,
Take a picture with them ops and get froze with them.
by choosing G-Way's side, you put a battery in their back by giving them shoutouts and OVO chains, basically forcing their rivals to see you as one of them as well. So to Orton Park, the Malvern boys, and everyone else who was beefing with G-Way, they wanted to do something to Drake. Now Drake naturally recognized this, and he now knew that he needed more protection in the streets. And in late 2014, he would thankfully meet another crew full of crash outs, this time in the most random way possible.
Bro. Top 5 is Drake replacement gang crew. That's how he got involved with. You see? Now listen, bro. Y'all can't say top 5 is not the biggest gangster in Canada. Why he's the biggest gangster in Canada? Because when Drake leave his top shooters, he get top 5 as the replacement. Come on now. You could only be Drake top shooter as if you a real shooter. Drake ain't having no goofies around. Y'all see he king slime out in Canada. You feel me?
It's the annual OVO Bounce Tournament in Toronto, where Drake organizes a team full of NBA players and friends to play against the best local talent.
Bro just missed. Did you see how trash Brody was, bro? He just missed like both times.
A team full of NBA players and friends to play against the best local talent.
Bro, it's trash.
And on this day, star players like Brandon Jennings, Lou Williams, Tristan Thompson, and Jordan Clarkson are playing on Team OVO. Well, the atmosphere in the building is electric as the teams keep going back and forth despite the talent level difference. It even gets to a point where Brandon Jennings is cooking so hard that he takes his shirt off and throws it into the crowd. Then right after, the guy who's guarding him scores on him and takes his shirt off as well and throws it into the crowd. This would be a known local hooper in Toronto named Hassan Ali, and after doing this, the crowd would go absolutely nuts.
Top 5,
Eventually,
brother.
the OVO team full of NBA players wins, but either way, it was a legendary night. Just like that, Ali was a local sensation by the name of Shirt Off Shawty. Now to us, this all seems kinda corny, but Drake was so impressed that he actually went up to talk to him after the game.
Yo, Brody, you're cooking out there on the court. Who are you? What's your name? Where are you from?
Top 5 is ecstatic. The biggest rapper in the world is showing him attention, and he decides to seize the opportunity. He tells Drake that he's an upcoming rapper by the name of Top 5, and of course Drake is probably like,
Alright, I don't want to hear about that.
yet another struggling rapper trying to get me to put them on. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, and then top 5 don't look like the type of person that's like, if I look at top 5 as me just being Drake, I look at him, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't see no potential in you whatsoever. I don't see no potential in you being a gangster rapper, potential in you being a melodic rapper. I don't see no potential in you at all, bro. I'm surprised that you even know how to play basketball. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to hear none of that stuff, man, that top 5 talking about.
But little does Drake know, not only is Top 5 a struggle rapper and raw basketball player, but he's also a known stepper for a dangerous Toronto gang. This would be the Go Get 'Em gang, also known as GGG, a wicked crew of crash outs that's upcoming in the streets. Basically, they claim 3 neighborhoods as their own: Jane, Lawrence Heights, and Driftwood, an area known as the Jungle. And for those who aren't familiar, this is pretty much the worst area of Toronto.
You see, top 5 inside the trenches. Jane and Fitch, Driftwood, I know those areas bad, and top 5 be all through there. So what do that mean? Where am I supposed to think when top 5 is inside y'all most dangerous hoods? And he's respected every day. What am I supposed to think?
Known for all the Well, once Drake learns of this, he starts watering at the mouth. Please get me in contact with Top 5.
Oh, why you had to add that moaning, bro? Don't do that, my brother. Don't do that ever again. And you see, that's why I say Drake is a user. He's a top flight user. Like Drake is only gonna be cool with you unless he know that he could gain off of you. If Drake can't gain off of you, Drake is not gonna help you out. Don't ever think Drake is just helping you out because he messed with you. If Drake ever hit you up, you get something that Drake really won't. That's the only reason why he reaching out to you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I need to talk to him. I heard he's a stepper and his gang is full of crash outs. Please get me in contact with them. So just like that, Drake brings Top 5 into OVO and adopts him as one of his crew members. And immediately, he even shouts his hood out with a song called Jungle.
Bro, Drake really that type of person, bro. He literally just go out and just claim a hood just so he can get protection, bro. Literally, it's that easy for Drake. Oh, my gang is not around no more. I guess I gotta go clout chase and claim another. Like, bro, Drake, do you not know that would real life get you messed up? You see, Drake would have got messed up, but he got money. So ain't no op gonna be able to get to Drake for real. Let's be real. Hey, Drake just want to have that image just to say, oh yeah, I got the gang members around me. Because let's be real, Drake could have the best security around him if he want, and no one ain't gonna be able to touch Drake if Drake don't want to be touched. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So if you didn't know what that was about, now you do.
I am Drake Shooter.
You don't know broski's in the bros.
You Drake Shooter. You Drake Crash Out. You gonna go to jail if you really living that lifestyle. I'm just letting you know.
He's in Drake's ball league, eh? He's the starting shooting guard, man.
And on top of this, Drake would constantly shout out Top 5 on Instagram, completely elevating his status. Now obviously adding Top 5 and GGG to OVO's arsenal did help their street muscle, but it also put them in the middle of a brutal gang war. And this would only add to the list of Toronto gangs who hate Drake by association.
You see, bro? You see why, bro? Top 5. Why is he named Top 5? Is he the top 5 shooter in Canada? The world will never know, but it's a reason why Drake ended up choosing Top 5. He ain't choose no other gangster to be his top shooter. He chose Top 5. So I'm gonna let y'all take that from there. You feel me? If you watch this all the way through, I know you messing with another video. So go ahead and go watch another video. And don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and what? Turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any content like this. We don't condone anything that's happening inside this video. Everything is for educational purposes. And also, don't forget to click the link in the comments so you can subscribe and follow the Twitch so you never miss out on the lives. On gang, I got hot chips. Yeah, y'all be having this in the UK, don't y'all? I know Canada got these. Canada be eating these on game. I know what y'all be having. Clear bag. Hey, Fat. He said the worst is crazy. Asalamanga, badina nina. The Cheeto Puff. I haven't had the Cheeto Puffs in so long, bro. If you're on Twitch, I'm already gonna be it. I'm gonna do the request on Twitch. I'm finna hop on Twitch in a second anyway. Yo. But yeah, what's the word with it? Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm finna be over there. I'm not trying to play with YouTube no more. Yeah, let me add this to my likes. I gotta watch this.
Read out early this week, and he'll be sentenced later this
Gotta add that. Yeah, I gotta say, yeah. Oh damn, you don't got a Twitch? Honestly, bro, I didn't even use Twitch. That's why I always been live on YouTube. That was like the main thing. I didn't really understand why people want to be on Twitch till I realized doing live streams on YouTube, they be tweaking. OTF Jam. Oh, I'm gonna add. Yeah, they said OTF. Well, that's what Trench's News said. Trench's News said folks just got stabbed in jail. Man, what the fuck? Let's see. Yeah, Doug, he tweaked, but that's what people. You feel me? The most feared Dutch kingpin. I ain't gonna do that this no. Yeah, I was watching like my whole suspension. I was watching all the little rule videos. I was reading the rules and stuff. All types of stuff. But like, I'm not trying to let this stuff happen again. Where you at? He from Dutch. Let me see Dutch. Dutch is like, if I say they tweaking, bro, where is he at, bro? I can't just say Dutch. They're gonna be like, he's not from Dutch. Dutch is not a real place. Okay, bro. So let's see what they say. Oh, look, he put a disclaimer. This is all entertainment tape. Yeah, they must have got on that with him. They must have got on that with Photo. You got that disclaimer up in there. I'm finna say this disclaimer. You know what? Even though I know it's not Dutch, I don't know where he from. And I'm not finna lie and act like I know where he from. So I'm gonna say the people from Dutch is tripping. And I'm letting y'all know that I already know that Dutch is not the place. Letting y'all know this right now. But the people that's watching this video, they just gonna think I just don't know. I don't know where he from. Where he from, the Netherlands? Amsterdam? I don't know. They just say Dutch. So you know how we gonna have to you know me, I don't care about looking a little bit slow. You feel me? They tweaking in Dutch. Brody literally went from hitman to kingpin. One diabolical job to another diabolical job. If you ain't know, they really be tweaking out there. I know Dutch is not a real place. Dutch is the people that live in Dutch people. Dutch people live in like Amsterdam or Netherlands. I don't really know where he from for real. I know Dutch is not a place, but that was the easiest thing for me to say. And the people from out there, y'all know what I'm trying to say. You feel me? As long as we got a mutual understanding, we all good, right? So let's see what they got going on out there and what made him change a career field from hitman to kingpin. Like, honestly, I understand why he would change from hitman to kingpin, because it's like, I feel you can make more money on being the kingpin than being the hitman. You feel me? The Netherlands. You see, I said Netherlands or Amsterdam. Is Amsterdam in the Netherlands? Because if that's the case, then I guess it's all the same.
The moment the first bullet hit Martin Cook, he knew they'd finally come for him. He had survived an assassination attempt just months earlier, laughing off the threats against his life. That night, however, there was no escape. On December 8th, 2016, as he stepped out of the Boccaccio Club in Laren, Netherlands, the silenced shots echoed in the night. His body collapsed onto the pavement.
Whoa!
Another name crossed off in the brutal world of European.
You see, bro just got lucky, bro. And honestly, bro, I feel like those situations is because lots of people that's in the streets, they don't know how to maintain their firearms. They don't maintain their firearms the right way. And that's why they be in situations where they ain't able to get the job done. Also, this is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is not for entertainment purposes at all. This is all educational purposes. And this is a documentary just to let y'all know what's going on. Documentary educational.
Organized crime. For those paying attention, this wasn't just another hit.
Yo.
This was a message. A calculated execution that could be traced back to one man, Richard R., better known as Rico the Chilean. While Dutch authorities scrambled to connect.
And you see, it's crazy. I thought when I was reading the title, I thought it said Dutch Kingpin Rico. I'm like, dang, they doing Ricos out in Dutch. But then I read it slowly and I'm like, oh, I think that's his name. You feel me?
Connect the dots. The underworld already knew the truth. Rico was cleaning house, eliminating loose ends, solidifying his empire. For years, he'd built one of the most powerful drug networks in Europe, operating in the shadows, controlling supply chains that stretched from South America to the ports of Rotterdam.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Once you start doing ports, moving stuff from ports, I consider you El Chapo level. Off the back, off the rip. Once you start moving stuff through the ports, El Chapo level kingpin. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And Antwerp. But how did a Chilean immigrant who grew up in Amsterdam Noord become one of the most feared traffickers in the Netherlands? And more importantly, how long could he stay on top before it all came crashing down? Rico wasn't born into crime, but by the time he was a teenager, it was the only future that seemed to make sense. His family had moved from Chile to the Netherlands when he was a child, hoping for a better life. What they found instead was a city where power belonged to those who were willing to take it. He was smart, fluent in Spanish, Dutch, and English, and knew how to move between.
So he basically saying Netherlands is a very corrupt place. Because I'm trying to process what he's saying right now. He said people who got power is the ones who's willing to take it. So that means it's corrupt out in the Netherlands. Okay. I thought the Netherlands was actually... Well, the Netherlands don't sound like a good place. If you really think about it, the Netherlands sound like that's where they'll send you if you like sinning. Like if you sinning inside the Bible, I sound like, yeah, we're going to send him to the Netherlands on game. The Netherlands sound like a place that you don't want to be, you feel me? That's where you go when you be sinning.
Worlds. By his early 20s, he was already deep in the game, working as a middleman between Colombian suppliers and Moroccan distributors, ensuring that cocaine flowed uninterrupted into Europe's biggest drug ports. But Rico wasn't satisfied being a broker. He wanted control.
No. I know the Netherlands look good. I seen the clips of it, but look, the reason why I said the Netherlands sound bad is because it have you ever played Minecraft? I think that little realm, that little evil realm, I think it's called the Netherlands or something. I don't know, you feel me, but it sounds like a little place.
His first real test of power came in the 1990s when he expanded into Germany
moving
shipments at a scale that caught the attention of both law enforcement and rival traffickers. Then came the first major setback. In 1990, he was arrested in Germany for cocaine trafficking and sentenced to 11 years in prison. For most, that would have been the end of the story. But Rico wasn't like most criminals. Prison didn't break Rico. It made him stronger. While others saw a cell, he saw an opportunity. Inside, he built alliances.
I ain't gonna bap to you. Jail really don't make people a better place for real, bro. Like, unless you own that. Well, what's that place called? Sweden. I heard Sweden, they actually, surprisingly, if you treat the criminals better in jail, they end up doing better in society. Like, I didn't honestly believe that, but the statistics from what Sweden said, it might be true. But then I watched the videos of Sweden gangbanging, and I'm like, is that really actually working? You treating them nice in prison? I don't know, because the videos make me think a whole different thing than what the perception Americans get of Sweden. I don't know what's going on.
Studied the trade from the best and made the right connections. He was patient. He knew that his time would come again. After serving 7 years, he walked out of prison in 1997, not as a broken man, but as someone who understood the business better than ever. He returned to Amsterdam and immediately reclaimed his place. But this time, he wasn't just a player, he was a leader. His network expanded beyond the Netherlands. He built operations in Spain and Italy, ensuring that his shipments were protected from the moment they left South America until they hit European soil. By the mid-2000s, he'd become one of the most powerful names in the Mokro Mafia, the Dutch-Moroccan crime syndicate that controlled the Netherlands drug trade.
I ain't gonna cap, the Mokro Mafia, ain't that like the biggest Netherlands gang out there? Like when I was doing like my little research and stuff, like the Moroccan people was the people that run the Netherlands. You gotta let me know. I don't know if I'm right or not.
He worked closely with Italian crime families, making sure that no one could move cocaine through Europe without his approval. But power brings enemies, and Rico knew what had to be done. By 2016, Rico had everything: money, power, and fear on his side. But he also had a problem. People were talking too much. Martin Kok was one of them.
Moroccans is in Africa? Wait, so is Moroccan, is that like a race or something, bro? Because I thought Moroccan is just like a type of gang that they had in the Netherlands, bro. Like, you see, don't tell me Moroccan is a people and it's a gang as well. Like, what is going on? That's crazy.
A crime journalist with a reputation for exposing dangerous men, Kok had been revealing details about cartel dealings and underworld figures. He'd been warned twice. When the first
Bro, so how's it a country, but y'all saying it's a gang? So a country is a gang in the Netherlands, bro?
attempt on his life failed earlier in 2016, he thought he'd survived the worst. But no one crossed Rico twice. On that cold December night, Cork was gunned down outside the nightclub. His murder sent a clear message.
You going to a club where you gangbanging and you a kingpin. Like, I ain't gonna bap to you. If you a kingpin, you shouldn't be going to no clubs, bro. You should not be going to no clubs. Everything should be private events away from the public where no one can be around you. If you going out to the club, living that type of lifestyle, bro, you should be prepared. You should expect to potentially lose your life every time you go to the club. That's how I be thinking. Anytime I go to the club, I be like, man, it might be a drunk person. He might crash out. He might shoot. People be like, oh, that's a bad way to think. Well, me thinking this way kept me out of a lot of trouble. Because I just don't be like, oh, it's going to be good. I assume it's going to be bad. I assume it's going to be bad. And I feel like me assuming it's going to be bad saved my life at the end of the day. You feel me?
Those who spoke out didn't live long enough to regret it. The hit was clean, efficient, and left no trail back to Rico. But law enforcement was watching. By now, they knew his name, they knew what he controlled, and they were preparing to take him down. Rico had always been careful, always one step ahead, but even he knew that no empire lasts forever. He'd built something too big to ignore, and the authorities were finally coming for him. Would he outrun the law once again?
That's why it's no point of trying to be like the biggest trapper, the biggest kingpin, because the more successful you become at trapping, the more likely you are to go to jail. That's the crazy part. The more gooder you are at doing it, the more higher your chances is going to jail. Like the little low-level trappers, their chances is kind of way more lower to go to jail compared to you doing this big old major scheme stuff. The lower level trappers probably gonna be in and out of jail more, but y'all big kingpins, El Chapo type of people, when y'all get locked up, y'all gonna be up in there for a longer time. Them little trappers, they just be in and out, you feel me? Then they decide to change their life around. Or some of them just keep getting locked up.
Or was his time finally running out? When law enforcement finally started closing in, Rico de Chilean was already gone. He had seen it coming. The mounting surveillance, the pressure from prosecutors, the quiet whispers of informants who'd turned against him. He'd built an empire that spanned continents, but he knew better than anyone that no king rules forever. By 2016, Dutch authorities had gathered enough evidence to take him down. They linked him to large-scale drug trafficking, money laundering, and multiple orchestrated assassinations. His operations stretched from the ports of Rotterdam and Antwerp to cocaine suppliers in South America. By the time they moved in for the arrest, Rico was nowhere to be found. He had vanished. For months, there were rumors. Some said he'd fled to Spain, using his network in the Costa del Sol to blend in with high-level traffickers. Others believed he'd gone back to South America, hiding under the protection of his Chilean connections.
You see, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel that's the only way you should be able to go on the run. Like, if you can't leave the country, I feel you shouldn't go on the run just because it's like, bro, you going on the run in your country, you just gonna live a miserable life till they end up catching you. Now, at least when you're inside another country, bro, you can live a way better life while on the run, you feel me? And this all for educational purposes.
Some even suggested he was operating from Morocco, where European drug lords often sought refuge under corrupt officials. The truth, however, was far more calculated. Rico had spent months on the move, traveling between Europe, South America, and the Middle East, using false identities and high-level corruption to evade capture. He knew law enforcement was hunting him, but he still believed he could stay ahead of them. In early 2017, Rico was moving between countries, ensuring that no single jurisdiction could catch him. He was believed to have spent time in Dubai, a known safe haven for high-level criminals, before making his way back to South America. What law enforcement didn't know
I
at
was
the time,
thinking, because I'd be like, all y'all, I didn't even know. I thought Dubai was just like a little tourist place for tourists to go have fun. And then I'll be watching all these videos. It's like all y'all criminals from every different country be like, oh yeah, well, since I'm on the run, let me go to Dubai. I thought Dubai, they wouldn't want that type of people coming to Dubai. But it seemed like they okay with this type of activity as long as you bringing in money to their city. But you know, lots of places, hey, do your research on Dubai being corrupt though.
Time was that he was preparing to return to Chile, the country of his birth. But Rico wasn't hiding in the shadows. He wasn't moving from place to place like a desperate fugitive. Instead, he lived comfortably, still directing operations from abroad, making sure his drug shipments reached Europe without interruption. He relied on false passports, encrypted communication, and deep criminal connections to stay under the radar. Dutch authorities worked alongside Interpol and Chilean law enforcement to track his movements. Eventually, they intercepted communication.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the only option he got, because you gotta think about it, being on the run, bro. He can't get no job. He can't do no different route to make money now. So once you go on the run, bro, because I was finna say, man, if I'm on the run, I'm done with that street life. But then I got to thinking, how you gonna be able to make money if you want to run? You got to turn yourself in if you want to give up that lifestyle, because you ain't gonna be able to afford to live. You feel me? So it's like you got to keep doing it. Then you feel me, which is crazy.
Communications and financial transactions pointed to his whereabouts. And then he made a mistake. On October 20th, 2017, Rico arrived in Santiago, Chile on a flight from Dubai. He thought he'd covered his tracks, but authorities were waiting for him. As he walked through the airport, expecting yet another smooth entry, Chilean police moved in and placed him under arrest. After years of evading law enforcement, Rico de Chilean was finally in custody. Rico might have been caught, but his legal battle was just beginning. The Dutch government immediately requested his extradition, but Rico wasn't going down without a fight.
You see, he just said the Dutch government was not going. But if I say folks in Dutch, it's a problem. He could say the Dutch government, but if I say someone in Dutch, it's a problem. How come he didn't say the Netherlands government or the Amsterdam government? But it's a problem when I say the Dutch place.
He used every legal trick available, challenging the extradition in Chilean courts, arguing that he should not use every.
You know who bro looked like? Y'all know Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut, I know y'all remember the Juggernaut. Folks look like the bogus Juggernaut though. The Juggernaut that, boy, he the bogus Juggernaut, okay?
Legal trick available, challenging the extradition in Chilean courts, arguing that he should not be sent back to the Netherlands, where he faced serious charges. For months, his lawyers fought to delay the process, claiming that his rights would be violated if he were extradited. But the evidence against him was overwhelming. Dutch authorities had wiretaps, informants, and financial records connecting him to organized crime. On March 21st, 2018, after months of legal battle, Chilean authorities approved his extradition. Rico de Chilean was put on a plane, escorted by security forces, and flown back to the Netherlands. The man who'd once ruled the European drug trade was now heading straight for a Dutch prison cell. The moment Richard Riquelme Vega, aka Rico de Chilean,
I ain't gonna cap to you. He looked like, I ain't gonna cap to you. Why do kingpins be having the same type of walk and look to them when they get arrested, bro? Because I could swear El Chapo was looking the same way when they was taking him back to where he was going.
Stepped off of the plane in the Netherlands on March 21st, 2018. He knew his empire was in jeopardy. Gone were the days of luxury safe houses, encrypted communications, and untouchable criminal operations. Now, he was in the custody of Dutch authorities, and the evidence against him was overwhelming. Dutch prosecutors wasted no time. They were determined to dismantle his network and make an example out of him. The charges were severe. Drug trafficking on a massive scale, with direct links to cocaine shipments from South America to Europe. Money laundering, with millions of euros flowing through Dubai, Spain, and South America. Orchestrating assassinations, including a suspected role in violent gangland killings tied to the Mokro Mafia.
So Brody is out here. And you see, the thing is, it'd be crazy when y'all say the Mokro Africa, that they in Africa, because is they in South Africa? Because honestly, when someone say Africa, I assume that they black. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the lightest they gonna be is my skin color if they from Africa. You feel me? And then I do know Elon Musk from Africa and South Africa, but y'all said the Mokro is from Africa. I'm like, what? I thought the Mokro people look like this. You feel me? Till y'all said that he from Africa.
With high-profile lawyers and months of legal maneuvering, Rico
crazy.
fought back.
They said
He denied any involvement in murder and downplayed his role in the drug trade, claiming he was a businessman,
Elon Musk from South
not
Africa.
a cartel leader. But prosecutors had something that criminals fear the most: witnesses from inside his own operation. The prosecution's case was built on wiretaps, financial records, and testimony from former associates. Rico's biggest mistake had been trusting the wrong people. As his empire expanded, so did the number of people who wanted him gone. Several former members of his network agreed to testify in exchange for reduced sentences. Among the key testimonies were,
"That's why the streets is wacky. It's watered down. There's no point of trying to be a street dude because listen, anyone could play that gangster street tough role when the feds is not looking for you. When the police looking for you and they got you and you locked up in them cuffs, that's when you're going to find out the people true colors. And it's like, in those type of situations, when you find out they true colors, it ain't nothing you could do but go to jail and take that time. So it's like, do you really get that much faith in these people that they solid and they ain't going to steal? I don't get faith in nobody. I think personally, if anyone get locked up that I know and if we doing some big stuff and they be like, yeah, you tell on him, we'll make sure you get. I think they'll tell on me. I don't know. I'm just assuming people gonna tell on me, so that's why I prefer to just do it alone. Even though I would hope and assume they say they won't tell on me, but you should just have the mindset that everyone gonna tell on you. You feel me? You actually might get away with stuff if you think that everyone just gonna tell on you.
traffickers who'd worked under him, confirming that Rico brokered multi-ton cocaine shipments into the Netherlands and Belgium. Money launderers detailing how his organization cleaned millions of euros through real estate and offshore accounts. Hitmen connecting to the Mocro Mafia, linking Rico to violent cartel warfare and targeted assassinations. With so much evidence stacked against him, the trial became one of the most significant organized crime cases in Dutch history. On May 26, 2021, Rico was sentenced to 11 years in prison for his role in drug trafficking, money laundering.
We don't condone none of this activity. I wasn't saying on gang to none of these diabolical actions in this documentary that's educational.
And operating a criminal organization involved in assassinations. His empire, once untouchable, was now in ruins. With Rico behind bars, authorities believed they'd crippled one of the most powerful criminal figures in Europe. But the reality was more complicated. While his arrest and conviction dealt a major blow to his network, the European drug trade didn't slow down. The Mocro Mafia continued its brutal war for dominance, and new leaders quickly filled the void Rico left behind.
Look like Conor McGregor.
Even in prison, Rico remained a highly dangerous figure. His influence inside Dutch high-security prisons raised concerns amongst intelligence services. Reports suggested that he continued to communicate with associates on the outside, possibly advising on operations and retaliations. In 2023, Rico was moved to a high-security prison facility amid fears that he could orchestrate crimes from behind bars. Now, the question remains, is this really the end of Rico de Chilene? Or is he still pulling the strings from prison, waiting for the next move? Rico may be locked up, but is his empire really finished? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Bro just blew a kiss at them. He's not done. He's not done at all. Look. And look at evil. Bro looking evil. Then he blew a kiss at them.
Rico may be locked up, but is his empire really finished? Let us know what you think in the comments and subscribe.
Yeah, bro, diabolical. I'm actually finna go on Twitch right now. So, on that note, if you want to continue watching me on live, if you mess with the live streams, man, don't forget to follow the Twitch. The Twitch will be inside the comments, man. Just go ahead and go check us out over there. We could be more lit over on Twitch. You know, YouTube got a little bit more restrictions and stuff when we watching these documentary and educational topics. You feel me? But if you watch this all the way through, I know you messing with another video. So go ahead and go watch another video. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any documentaries like this. On game. Don't overdo it. They was doing some diabolical stuff. I got in trouble for saying go to some other stuff, man. That's why I be like, YouTube be tripping, bro. I don't know why they don't be wanting me, boy. They don't be wanting me to say, yeah. That's why I just stopped saying it. But I ain't gonna back. We finna be over on Twitch with it. This is yeah. I mean, they said I was promoting, so, and then they showed the part where they said I was promoting it. So I'm like, I guess I am. I guess whatever they say. I guess that was my old platform. All right, but everybody that's in this live stream, man, click the link at the top, bro. Follow the Twitch. I'm actually gonna have to end the live stream and start it back up without the Twitch because that was my other platform that let me just turn it off. This one, they making me end it, whatever. And I just gotta start it up without YouTube. You feel me? So yeah, everybody tune in to it, man. So we could go because the link can go disappear when I turn off the live stream. That's why I was trying to make sure everybody got it first. Because the link go disappear. Oh man. But my name also Everest. If you just type it in. It's also Everest and stuff. I'm about to end. About to end the live stream, y'all, and start it right back up on Twitch. That's my Twitch right there. Once again, appreciate it, everyone. If you don't slide over to the Twitch, I still appreciate everyone that tuned in to the YouTube live stream. And we're going to hop on live tomorrow on YouTube. You feel me? But we finna end the live stream off over on Twitch. We're doing requests on there, so if you got video requests and everything, go over on Twitch. You feel me? That's where the video requests and everything gonna be at as well, too. I'm out. Y'all be smooth, and I'm finna start the live stream right back up on Twitch.